if I was Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Monday? We back to build on this good boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. Y'all already know, man. You catch this on the playback, man. Make sure you smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on. Come say what's up to the fam. Don't be shy. How y'all feeling though, man? How y'all feeling, man? We had a good weekend of boxing, man. We had a lot of action, a lot of good fights, man. A lot of good fights, a lot of good action, man. Shout out to my guy, Ace. Congratulations to Shadasia, yeah, Katie, Oscalito, Zordo, and Williams Zepeda, Rock'em Sock'em, yeah, Dante's Boxing Talk, my guy, Aisha, peace and blessings. How you been, Queen? Good to see you in the building. Hope all is well with you. Tunnel Vision, my God, what's good with it? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Big Drake, let's build. You know it. You know the motto. Let's build. Let's talk about it, man. We had some good action, man. Some good action. And, you know, from Friday to Saturday, you know, I enjoyed it, man. It was very, very entertaining. And I see some people, you know, I gotta talk about that Friday card was pretty damn good, man. I can't lie. Shout out to the Queen Aisha and the Cash App. Always showing love. She says supporting as you always do. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
And to me, that's counted as a super chat. That's part of the goal to me. Aisha, appreciate you getting it started. Always supporting the grind. Much love to you. But yeah, man, we're going to talk about it, man. We had some good fights over the weekend. And for starters, I don't want to complain, but we're going to get into this. Yeah, Shadasia did fight. She fought Melinda Wetpool. You know, nice 10-rounder. Appreciate you, Queen, as always. Nice 10-rounder. Look, you know, there's always things that you can do better in fights. you know, there's no different there. She didn't fight a perfect fight per se, right? But nonetheless, I'm not complaining about her getting a nod. I'm not complaining about her getting a decision. I think she was landing in more cleaner and effective blows. And, you know, that's just what I seen. More clean, effective punching. I believe she hurt her opponent once or twice in the fight. And credit to Melinda, man. She ain't had no quit in her. She came into the fight 7-0, so she ain't know how to lose either. You get me? So I think sometimes we get caught up in the names and not, you know, the notoriety or lack thereof. So we didn't know much about the females. So we just, I guess, people expected, you know, Shadasia Green to just walk over her. But look, she came to fight too. I think she was very jittery in the first round or so. I think after a while she settled in pretty nicely. She started fighting back. She was throwing some straight punches, man. She was putting pressure on, applying pressure. You get what I'm saying? She made it a fight. She fought like she had something to fight for. Like she was protecting her O. She was fighting for her O, her career. She was fighting for a title in there too. You get me? It was a vacant belt. But let's not act like, you know, the female on the other end wasn't trying to win. She came to win too. She wasn't trying to lay down. Like I said, she looked very nervous early on, but she managed to settle down very well. Like you could see the nerves very early. I was seeing by the movement. I was thinking she was going to get knocked out. I ain't even going to lie to you. It took me like 2-3 rounds to say, okay, this is about to be a good fight. Because, man, she wasn't looking good early. She was very jittery on her feet. Like the nerves was getting to her, but she got through it. And she weathered the storm a couple times in that fight. She got hit with some really good right hands. Knocked her off balance. She, you know, she was hurt, you know, and Shadasia put the pressure on. But like I said, man, when you got somebody that's coming to win as well, that's fighting back, you're not going to always get no knockout. And I ain't tripping off it. I think it was a good performance. You know, yeah, it's always little things you can tweak. Get what I'm saying? I think she was pretty sharp defensively. I think she was pretty defensively sound. She didn't get hit too much. You get what I'm saying? She got hit, but she didn't get hit too much. And I think, you know, with Wetpool, her style, she's very sneaky. It's irky jerky, but it's sneaky. It's weird, man. It's weird. And she just put this awkward pressure on you, and then she just throws, you know, she throw nice straight punches, and she looked like she got some weight behind her too. Them some big females. You get what I'm saying? Super middleweight, so they're not no small ladies. So, you know, she was in there chucking leather and trying to, you know, earn her title as well. But, you know, Shadasia Green, like I said, I expected to see a good showing from her. I expected to see her go out there and look like she was hungry. And I think she wanted to be, you know, responsible defensively, which probably led into her not throwing her hands as much as one would have liked to see. But it's part of it, you know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, you know, she was fighting every step of the way. She was controlling the pace of the fight. Even when the pressure was being put on, she did a very good job of dealing with the pressure that was in front of her too. And yeah, she got caught with some shots because it's a fight. And like I said, you got somebody in there with some pedigree as well that's coming to win. So you can't expect it to be no easy out. And the reason why I started with this fight, because, you know, in the midst of still calling the fights, you know, people, I don't mind nobody giving their opinion. You don't got to see it the way I see it, but definitely don't force your opinion on me. I'm not about to say there's no way. What I'm saying is there's no way I watch that performance and after I'm done, I'm like, oh, you know what? She shit the bed. That's just another bad performance by her. Like, no, I don't get that. Like, I just think we too hard on people. And again, is that a performance that you gonna beat Clarissa Shields with? That's a conversation there, but that ain't Clarissa Shields, so we ain't got to worry about that. We cross that bridge when we get there. It was Melinda Watpool in the ring, and she went in there and handled business. It was a close fight. She got it done, split decision. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. Like judges, one of the judges seen it for Melinda as well, because she was fighting. You know what I mean? Every step of the way. Is, you know, they only fight 10 rounds. You know, it's 2 minutes. It's like the fastest fights that you ever could see. But like I said, I like the pace in which Shadasia fought at. And, you know, some people question her conditioning, but I don't think she was gassed or anything like that. I think she just fought at a pace where she wanted to make sure she didn't gas. She wanted to make sure she was responsible defensively. Now, I could be wrong about those things, but something tell me that I'm in the right ballpark. You get what I'm saying? So And it's a title fight. You want to be clean. You want to be sharp, right? She didn't want to overexert herself. She wanted to make sure, you crossed her T's and dotted her I's. And I think she did a good job. She redeemed herself. She fell a couple punches shy of winning the title against Franchon Cruz. And I know that's been on her mind ever since. So I know she couldn't wait to get back in the ring and get back to it. And look, I'm happy for her. That's where I'm at with it. I'm not about to go overboard on her. I'm not going I'm not going to tear her down for her performance and be overly critical. Like I said, there's always things you could have done better. Like, I think for her, a higher punch output definitely it worked wonders for her because she's very she's accurate. You get what I'm saying? She places punches well, and she got real good power. And I think with Wapu, it was a matter of putting them punches together at the right time. I do believe she could have got her out of there. But that stuff comes with time and experience, right? So she just got to keep fighting, and it comes with stepping up in level. Now, look, I think she did a phenomenal job. Like I said, I'm proud of her. Jersey got another champion. That's what's up. Patterson, New Jersey. She putting on for them in a big way. I'm just happy for her. Like, that's what I like to see. Go out there, prove it, and do what you got to do to win. So I'm not about to scream, holler, no robbery. Oh, you think she won? She didn't really win that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. She had landed the more cleaner, effective shots. Like I said, it was more of a pace of hers. Even when she was, dealing with pressure, she controlled it well. So I think when she stopped giving up ground, that's when she did her best work, though, to be honest. When she stood her ground and was just, fighting, bit down and fought back, I think she would have got a knockdown. But again, I understand that you got skills, use them. She couldn't keep up with you, box, utilize the ring, use your legs a little bit to get out of trouble. I understand all that. So I like the performance, like I said, and all you can do is build from one fight to the next. You don't look too far ahead. You don't worry about, I can't do this against this one or that. This is Melinda Wapool in there, and you did what needed to be done for the job at hand, and now you are now the newly crowned, WBO super middleweight champion. And Jersey is proud of her, man. I'm happy for her. My girl lost it when they announced her name for the win. Cat Sports, the box story, and what's good, bro? Mike Mazak, my brother, in the building. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? It was just somebody you really could be happy for. That's where I'd be at. I was waiting for her to come out here and finally see her get her just due, and she got it. You know what I'm saying? Every fight ain't going to be easy. Every fight ain't going to be dominant. But as long as you fighting and putting in that work, which she was doing, I'm very satisfied with the performance. Like I said, she can always go back to the drawing board and make corrections and get better. That's what it's all about. So, better to go back to the drawing board and to win in a contested, competitive win than in a loss, right? Another heartbreaking loss. So she rebounded beautifully since the Franchon Cruz loss. She 2-fight win streak, one of them being a title fight. Let's get it. That's what it's all about. Let's see what's next for her. Let's see what fight she's able to get. I spoke to her personally. I know she wants that Franchon Cruz rematch. She would love that. So I'm all on board. I think that's a rematch that she definitely could. I think it's a fight she can win. It's a matter of game plan and punch output. I don't think she need to do much different. Punch output and, stick to the game plan and trust in your condition and your gas tank and your ability to win. You get what I'm saying? Don't be in your head too much. Don't overthink. But like I said, I was speaking to her, she revealed some things she was going through, and it ain't about excuses. That's real. So I'm glad she was able to get over the things she was going through. You know what I mean? And even with that being said, she barely lost that fight. So since then, she's rebounded in a good way with 2 solid wins, one of them being for a title shot. And that's what you want to see. So now she get to move on to whatever that next step is. She can start, calling for unifications and things like that. You still got Savannah Marshall out there, which I believe would be a great fight if they can make that. Like I said, Franchon Cruz rematch is right there. Like, who don't want to see that again? So I like what she did, man. I like to see her get her hand. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. Shout out to the champ, man. That's where I'm at with it. My guy, Big Dre, challenge to the whole chat. Much love, man. Getting it started, putting some color in the chat. Shout out to my guy, Big Dre.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Appreciate you, Big Dre, the Rise podcast. My guy, Senior in the building. Was good with it, bro. How you feeling? Good Monday to you, my bro. Y'all smashed the like button. We gonna build on this, but like I said, different views, man. Some people want to be tough critics. I choose not to go that route. I say this to y'all all the time. I'm not gonna be overly critical on people that want. You get what I'm saying? She got the job done. She did some very good body work. You get what I'm saying? Her jab was snappy when she was using it. She landed some very good overhand right hands. You get what I'm saying? Good hook. She mixed it up when she needed to, right? You know, she never let the fight get away from her. She never lost control of things in there, right? And it was a very consistent performance throughout for the most part. You know what I mean? A couple lulls in the action, maybe here or there, but for the most part, like I said, she came to win. She showed you that. So she fought a smart fight. She was able to go out there and get her hand raised. So that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? A good win for her. Just keep working, keep getting better. The job ain't done. You a newly crowned champion. Enjoy it because she worked for it. She earned it. She deserved it. So, I'm just looking forward to the next fights, man. I enjoyed that performance, man. It's on to the next. So let's see who they put in there with her next. You know what I mean? Is it her gas tank that gave her issues? I mean, to a degree, maybe, but I think that's just sometimes, I know people have a tendency to, not wanting to push it for not wanting to gas or run out of steam, right? So you be a little economical with your approach, and not considering the fact, because you ever realize, you ever hear a trainer in the corner saying, man, you work, man, trust in your guy, you put in the work, you in shape. Like sometimes you got to remind her all the hard work you put in. Don't leave no stone unturned, right? Don't leave nothing. Don't leave no meat on the bone. Clean the bone. If it, like I like to say, if this was a chicken platter, make sure you clean that bone. Don't leave nothing up there. You get what I'm saying? Because you'll be kicking yourself in the ass tomorrow if you find out you lost the fight. And then, you look at the punch stats and you 2-3 punches down. They like, hey man, you get me? You lose another one like that. I know that's heartbreaking. So, man, Kevin was good with it. So, to an extent, right? I think she has more because she didn't look gassed per se, right? But you definitely, you'll feel the pace of a fight when you letting your hands go, when you ripping shots and also fighting, moving. So she was doing a lot of things well. And I think, in spots where she elected to move, I understand it because she's athletic enough to do it. She got good upper body movement, reflexes. She good at catching shots, getting out of the way. Now to get her head off the line, get out of the way of shots, all those things. Well, I think in that particular fight, for her to get that desired result, standing her ground would have got her that. Because whenever she backed Wapool up, she couldn't really, much she really could do with her. You know what I'm saying? When she was backing her up. So I like the performance from her, man. It was good, man. It was solid, man. You know what I mean? It's always room for growth. And you just got to keep getting better. And again, the way you do that is you keep accepting the right challenges, man, putting yourself in there, testing yourself accordingly, and you're going to get right to where you need to get to. So like I said, I liked her performance, and I just, for one, I'm happy for her. Like, I think she's a genuine person that works hard as hell. So I'm not about to dismiss all of her hard work because of a lack of punches. Maybe you should have felt like she could have did this or that. Yeah, that's cool. But damn, I ain't about to take away from the work she put in. They ain't just cheating. Oh, they just gave it to her. Nah, she worked. She went out there and earned it, in my opinion, and I appreciated it. And shout out to Melinda Wapool. I will watch her again because interesting style, nonetheless. Shout out to my guy, man. Big Dog Willie for the 10-piece. He said, breaking news. Bill Haney said that Tank Shakur asked him to train for their next fights. That's hilarious. Bill Haney also said that Tank begged Devin to play video games with him. Bill never lies. Hashtag greatest dad ever. Yeah, he always tell the truth. The truth. The truth shall set him free. Young 40 mil billion, man. Yeah, I heard saying Jake Paul to face of boxing is bogus.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
So yeah, y'all, man. I particularly enjoyed that fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoyed watching her go out there and win. You get me? It was a fun night of boxing. It really was. But we gonna keep rolling, man. I just wanted to make sure I gave her just due and her flowers. And she deserved it, like I said. I know these fighters go through a lot, and for her, like I said, maybe me interviewing her and being able to hear her story and some of the stuff she went through, maybe I level with her different. Like, this is a person that done fought for free, fought for McDonald's meals, and you think I'm about to, shit on her performance when she finally get what she done worked so hard for at the age of 35? Now, hell no. Go out there, get that title. I'm glad to see her had won it. Now, you know what I'm saying? You can go on to the next. You know what I'm saying? On to the next. But man, yeah, I can't ignore there's two elephants in the room for me, y'all. We got to talk about this Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fight, bro. This Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fight got to be discussed, man. And then, unfortunately, Jake Paul, I was going to let it ride, but I can't. And that shit just because Tank is considered that. Yeah, you already know that's why he said it. Mr. Empire, what it do, my guy? Stretched out boxing. What's good, family? Man, but let's get to it anyway. So, all right, like I was saying, man, this rematch was big. Look, I gave Jake Paul all his flowers for putting together a solid, number of fights, like a solid undercard outside of the main event, right? That main event was a crap show. And we're going to get into that. But before we do, we got to get into the real boxing that we've seen. Like I said, Shadasia Green, she put on, Shushu Carrington, another one, man. Beautiful display. That was like a stay busy fight for the most part. He just fought like a month, some change ago or something like that. He just fought in September 27th. He already right back in the ring. So that was definitely a stay busy fight. 8-rounder. He went out there, looked phenomenal. I don't think he lost a round. Got 2 knockdowns in the fight. He looked very sharp. And I think Bruce Carrington is the example of what you get when you keep guys active and keep them going, right? Keep them in the ring. You seen him have a rougher performance to fight before. You start hearing the chatter. And he get in there in another fight, quick turnaround, and he looked phenomenal. Get what I'm saying? He pitched the shutout, 2 knockdowns. The only thing he didn't do is knock this guy out. But like I said, everybody not going to get knocked out. He fought a tough guy, but he got the job done. Another stay busy fight. He closed the year with a fight, in the bag. That's kudos to Bruce Carrington, man. Shoot for staying busy. Shout out to him. But yeah, man, we got to talk about this Amanda Serrano fight. Man, oh man. Look, always felt like after seeing the first one, we see how competitive that first one was. You get what I'm saying? I thought Amanda edged that one. You get me? But I get it. If they said Katie Taylor won it at the same time, that first one, I get it. But the fact that she couldn't get a decision in NYC, like I always had that in the back of my mind. And I know it was only one fight at the time, but I started to get in this thought, like the only way that Amanda Serrano, and I for sure feel this way after seeing this fight play out this past Saturday, right? Or should I say Friday? She went out there, like, I just feel like she got to knock this girl out to be able to get a win. There's no other way. She looks sharp, man. She looks sharp. I watched Zordo too. USA Boxing was good with it. And Zepeda got exposed. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get to that too. But I got to talk about the Serrano fight because, look, I'm going to be honest. Like I said, after the first one, seeing how it played out, I started to get this feeling like for her to rematch her, she's going to have to knock her out. Like, she's going to really have to knock her out and give her a decision at NYC. And she damn sure wasn't going to get one anywhere else. This fight, in my opinion, was you could make more of a case for her winning this fight for sure than the first one. And like I said, I ain't big on the robbery term because I know people overuse it. But man, I think boxing failed her on this one. I think they got it wrong. I think boxing failed her. Shout out to both women. They phenomenal. Katie Taylor could fight her ass off. We all know that. But man, yo, she I don't want to label her some type of dirty fighter, but you can't tell me she wasn't fighting dirty. She was dirty as hell, man. She was dirty, man. She was fighting dirty, bro. This shit, they gotta call this shit the headbutt bowl. Seriously, like this is the headbutt bowl. Seriously, like that's all that was going on in the fight. Hella headbutts, bro. Like hella headbutts. Like yo, look at Serrano eye, bro. Like whatever, man. Intentional my eye. Look at her eye. That shit look crazy, bro. Roja was good with it. Big Drissa Katie was fighting dirty in the head, but rubbing her head in the wound. Yeah, man. She kept like she headbutted and kept headbutting and rubbing it in there, grinding on that side. I'm like, yo, what? Samuel, what it do, my guy? I'm like, ain't no way in hell, yo, Malazzo was good. 220, man, hitting each other like there's no tomorrow. You know it. But I'm like, man, they fought a great fight. This was a lot of good back and forth action. Look, Katie Taylor was bringing it, man. I think she banked that 12 round for sure. But I think she was getting beat up in this fight. I think that's why she resulted in the dirty tactics. When she wasn't headbutting, she was holding. Like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, headbutting, holding. I'm like, bro. Like, this, she made me feel like she was dirty as hell. This was the dirtiest shit I've ever seen, bro. Praying for Amanda because he called it out. She headbutts everyone with that. The ref allowed it. Yeah, man. Boxing failed her on this one. Look at her eye, bro. Boxing failed her. She go out here and put on this type of fight in a tough-ass 10 round. She throwing punches every step of the way. She's stalking Katie, ripping her with shots. She hurt Katie in the first round. She had Katie hurt. In the first round, y'all, Katie was already feeling that pressure from Amanda. Man, Mr. Hayes was good with it. I'm like, bro, you almost got KO'd in the first round, then start coming out headbutting. For real. Like, I'm disappointed, yo. Boxing failed Amanda. They did it, man. I ain't got to scream robbery. We all seen that shit. That's nasty work, bro. Her eye looked crazy. Ain't no way in hell she's supposed to leave up out of her eye like that. Hella headbutts over and over. Melanin Queen. Peace to the Queen. How you feeling today? Man, yo, this shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, man. Man. I mean, I wouldn't say that she don't have defense, but we all know, her offense is her defense. So don't get me wrong. She do get hit. She definitely get hit. She take a hell of a shot, man. But I just seen her landed the more quality, more effective, heavier shots. Again, she was stalking. And she definitely landed, considerably more punches this trip, too. So I really, I'm sorry. Despite all the good work Katie did, she didn't win this fight, in my opinion, Friday. I just didn't see that. I mean, I seen Serrano pulling that off. But again, after seeing the decision, like I said, people ask, do you want to see a trilogy? And I'm like, hell nah, hell no, because she's gonna have to knock her out. And I just don't think that's what's gonna happen at this point. I don't think she's gonna knock her out. So she's never gonna get the nod. Like, this shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, look at this shit, man. This should have been an accurate scorecard right here. To me, this was accurate. 96-93 was accurate to me in favor of Serrano. This is just me. I ain't here to argue with nobody. I'm just telling y'all what I felt, man. She won this fight. This is why she resulted in them dirty tactics. The head button was low. She did it repeatedly over and over. She should have got disqualified. She lucky she didn't get DQ'd. Like, that's how real it was. She was wilding. This reminded me of, this was worse than Evander and Mike Tyson, I think, bro. With the headbutts. And you notice their eyes look very similar. Like, you remember how nasty Mike Tyson's eye looked when Evander was headbutting the hell out of him? This is very similar, reminiscent. This is probably worse. That's on her eyelid. Like, her, she ain't even got her, man, that's crazy, bro. That's wild. That's right up under the eyebrow and on the top of the eyelid. It looked like top to the middle of the eye. It looked like her whole eyelid down there. That's wild, bro. You never know what kind of scar tissue that's going to leave. And you're not telling you this shit ain't happened from no punch, none of that. No legal blows. Your ass just pure bogus. Pure bogus. Headbutting the hell out this girl, man. Ridiculous. Nasty work, man. This is nasty work, y'all. Very nasty work, man. And you continue to see, look, that's just that scorecards, man. Look at these numbers, bro. Real talk, man. Landed 209 to 253. Like, she ain't win this one. I'm sorry, bro. Nah, the tactics and all that. Like, this shit is bogus, man. They must do not like, somebody don't like Serrano or something, bro, because she can't get a decision against this girl. She will not get a decision. This shit would have to be so one-sided. You get what I'm saying? Like, this shit had to be so one-sided, man. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't, yo. Look at these shots. Look how many punches she threw. 895 punches, 56% aggression, 42% pressure. She bringing that shit. But them punches landed is real, bro. They took another one from him, man. I'm sorry, man. I think they took it. TM was good with it, fam. Yeah, she's definitely top. She's top. She's up there, though. She's up there for sure because she can fight. Make no mistake, she can fight. But even with the wins, I still feel like Amanda's a better fighter. I just think she's the product of bad decisions. I really do. Lee Jackson, what it do, Lee? Richard was good with it, fam. Wagwan. Wagwan, my good brethren. That was good, bro. Shout out to the fam in the chat. We're going to keep it going, man. But like I said, this was disgusting. I don't like this for boxing. I don't think a third fight is necessary. A trilogy is necessary unless she feel like she know without a doubt she going to stop her. That's the only way she can win at this point. It's after seeing, we got to see, 20 rounds from them now. Just seeing 20 rounds of action. I come to the conclusion that they're always going to be competitive with each other. Their fights always going to be like ebbs and flows, back and forth. Styles match is going to always make for good entertainment, good theater, good action. But she never get the nod. Like I said, she didn't get it in NYC. She ain't getting it nowhere else. She had to flatline Katie multiple knockdowns or something like that. She can't just hurt her and beat her up and outland her in punches. Like, that's not enough. Even if she's, from round to round, she's out hustling her, outworking her, outlanding her from round to round. The majority of the rounds, she's still not going to get a decision. It's just not going to happen. It's not. Chantel Cameroon was able to do some things differently, although she's a bigger female for sure. But this is no different to me, man. Both fights was competitive. I don't know if they were swayed by this blood or whatever, but, man, that was straight up headbutts, man. Headbutts. I was turned off by it. I can't lie. Like, seeing her eye like that and then her fighting through it, still getting hit and headbutted on that side, and then she leaning in and grinding her head. And I'm just like, yo, this shit couldn't be more obvious. I lost respect for Katie Taylor a bit in this fight. I'm not going to lie to you. You can say what you want. I get it. You do anything to win. Look, I respect that. If the ref ain't telling you to stop, do what you're doing. And I get that state of mind as the fighter. You're doing whatever you can to win. But just from a, boxing supporter standpoint, that I'm not feeling. You got to take your ass whooping the same way she would have took hers. If you was just besting her, she wouldn't have resorted to headbutting you in dirty tactics. And, the holding is one thing, but the headbutts is just another level. I could live with the holding because that's we don't seen that in fight after fight, but intentional headbutts is nasty work where her eyes split like that. That shit leaning down on her damn whole eyelid gone. You can't even see her eyelid in that picture, yo. That shit make me mad still right now. I'm telling you, it's so real. I'm probably more annoyed and mad and aggravated with her eye than she is. She probably at peace because she just a real warrior. But, man, that sucked for her. She earned that win. I'm sorry. She out-hustled her. She outlanded her. She hurt her. You get what I'm saying? Get me wrong. Katie was fighting back. She was catching Amanda with some clean shit. Because, Amanda, she be on go. And sometimes her offense is her defense. You get what I'm saying? And she leaves herself exposed to be hit. But we always knew that about her. She's very entertaining, always been through great shots to the body, good combination puncher. She'll walk you down, clip you, hurt you. She going to make you respect her. And she had Katie on skates in that first round. You get what I'm saying? Teach what it do, my guy. Dr. Boxing Talk. What's good with it, Doc? Yeah, on the same night, y'all. Too many dubs for MVP. You're right, Cecil. What it do? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Landed about 104 punches as the aggression. Katie got the abducted by. Yeah, everybody holding. Yeah, it don't make sense. And then the point too, like I just don't understand it, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. She ain't get this one Friday. She ain't get this one, in my opinion. She got out hustled and beat up. And the only reason Amanda I look like that is because she was getting headbutted crazy. If it hadn't been for that, she'd have walked up out of there clean, man. Crucial content, PGH, Big Dog. What's good, family? Hey, I'm feeling so. I just ain't feeling the decision. Like I said, I ain't got to sit here and cry robbery for you. We all seen that. I just don't think they got the decision right. Another competitive close fight. Nonetheless, I just think Amanda was edging rounds. Katie was winning her rounds too, but those close ones, I felt like, and there was a lot of them, but I feel like she was edging the majority of those rounds. I really do. More work, more activity. Now, I mean, good pressure. She was applying good pressure. She was taking a good shot too. But this is the second time, man. This is the second time. This one was more clean. It just was more blood because it was more headbutts. Intentional. I don't give a damn what Katie Taylor said. That's some vet tricks, bro. Leading in with that head, and she just kept doing it, bro. You're like, oh, the ref ain't gonna say nothing. She good. How the hell do she got a free pass to launch her head as a projector? Like, bro, look at her eye, man. I'm still mad. Her eye is bogus. And Katie Taylor, man, you lost. It was cool for her to lose to Chantel Cameroon, but for some reason, Amanda Serrano can't get no close decision. This girl threw almost 900 punches, man. The hell? And Outland, she was working. How she ain't win? She was hurting you and everything. The only thing she didn't do was knock her out. So you asking me, and I was saying this, I'm an advocate for more trilogies in boxing. Boxing missing that, but hell no, I want to see. Not this one. They ain't gonna do nothing but give Katie Taylor another win that she didn't earn, bro. She ain't. I'm just being honest, y'all. She ain't, in my opinion, she ain't earned this one. Yeah, I know some people that's gonna argue. Yeah, I had it for Katie Taylor, man. Yeah. Nah, not me. Not me. Guys was getting chipped up from the moment go. And it was a damn good fight. It was a lot of ebbs and flows. I thought Amanda did a better job putting punches together and getting to her, right? And she didn't. She fought at she controlled her pace better this time. Like the first time, I believe she felt the pace a little bit and slowed down and allowed, Katie Taylor to get some of them later rounds. That happened in that first fight where I know there's a very good case that people can make for Katie in that first one. And I still felt how I felt about that. But with this one, nah, bro. Because I guarantee y'all, I'm willing to guarantee, and it's no way to put this to the test, but I'm willing to bet money. Had Katie Taylor landed the same exact punches that Amanda Serrano landed, she would be the winner. I know she would. I know she ain't nowhere in hell this will be the numbers and Katie Taylor gonna walk up out of there to lose it. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna let it happen. She got outworked, out hustled, outlanded, beat up more, in my opinion. The only thing beat up on Amanda is her eye from her damn Katie Taylor with that neck and head, man. Man, she did Amanda dirty, man. She did her wrong with these headbutts, bro. Busting her shit. Look at her eye, bro. That's wild, man. I wanted Amanda to knock her out so bad, and it's nothing personal because I knew she wasn't getting no decision, man. I knew it. And I was like, they not giving her no close decision. I was saying that after that first fight. And while I was like, man, they ain't give it to her there. They ain't giving her the decision. They feel like paying her is enough. They're not going to give her the win that she deserves. Yeah, she going to get that bread, but she ain't get the win. She earned that, man. 209 to 253. Yeah, I know it's split up from between the rounds, but come on, man. Come on, man. This shit obvious, man. They just really took it from her. They really took this one from her. Peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? Boxing Hacker, shout out to my guy. Headbutts were not intentional. It was because of her stance. Nah, we ain't going to do that. You can have your opinion. I'm going to let you have it right off the bat. Appreciate the support as always. Stance, the fact that she came from underneath when clinching is what caused the clash of heads. I had Katie Taylor win the fight, not a robbery. You can have that opinion. I'm not going to argue because I don't do debating. But nah, I seen it way too intentional, way too many times. You don't make that mistake that many times. If that was the case, where was that at in the first fight? Now, I ain't going to say they ain't butt heads at all in the first one, but this shit was intentional as they come. And she kept doing it on that side, leaning in with her head. Then when she wasn't leaning, she was holding. Nah, she was getting beat up, and she resorted to some dirty tactics. That's what I seen. I felt like a lot of other people seen it Just it's nasty.
And we ain't
work,
never got to
bro.
box
Nasty
again.
work.
Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
VIP booths, TV inside those booths, or ringside. The referees should be in those booths. In the booths, they should be. Serrano warrior, yeah, Serrano's a warrior, no doubt. But Katie Taylor is too. But nah, for me, that's what you want to say. I ain't arguing what you seen and felt. But for me, just do y'all, the family, just do seeing her intentionally headbutt, and then she continued to do it. I could see if it happened once or twice. That shit happened at least 5 times. Rubbing her head over in that side intentionally, man. Look how her eye hanging that, man. That's bogus work. Hell nah. She was getting beat up, and she resulted in something that was gonna get her out of it, and still continue to get beat up. In my opinion, she fought back. This wasn't no wash for nobody, but that 96-93 is very accurate in my opinion. That 96-93 for me is very, very accurate. Very, very accurate, man. They know what's up. Shout out to my guy Big Dog Willie back in the super chat. He said, "Why do you gotta be devil advocate?" And I get it, man. That's why I know anything I talk about, I'm gonna always leave room for the conversation. That means understanding that people gonna disagree, right, or see it differently, and that's okay. But I ain't gonna force my opinion on him. Just like I ain't gonna let him force his on me. If that's what you saying, you feel like, oh, the stances that explain it. Yeah, the stances might explain it a time or two, but when it got excessive to me. I seen multiple. I seen about a handful, and it might have been more with the leaning and the grinding, and then the constant holding and then get it. I get with the holding, I could live with that, but not the head buzz with the eye like that, and you just somehow keep managing to butt heads right on that eye. Like, nah, she was filthy.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Boxing Hacker, though, man. Shout out to you, bro. I mean, Katie didn't box smart. Did you watch? Nah, I think she was getting beat up. Teach Jez Davis' first time I watched female boxing. Only caught the last 4 runs, and you know who was who. I just assumed the one who turned out to be Amanda had won. I'm British. Wrong is wrong. We go. Shout out to Jez Davis. You get me? He said, I just figured the one who turned out to be Amanda had won. Talk that talk, because she did, man. She worked, man. Look at that face, man. She was like, man, y'all bugging if I ain't win this fight. I know I got this one. She won because it became a slugfest. Yeah, man. 30 equals smart. Yeah, man. Katie Taylor head buzz was intentional because it came after she got hurt. Absolutely. Damn, pardon me, y'all. Let me plug my mic. Tripping without the luggage again, y'all. Yeah, and I get it, y'all. Look, man, I understand, bro. Just Do is a very understanding individual, bro. I get it. Some people like, man, nah, they stances, man. That's all, when you got that same, you got the same, they stances is causing them to butt heads. Hell nah, not that often, though. That shit, man, that shit was the headbutt bowl, y'all. Pardon me, I didn't even realize my mic wasn't plugged in. That was the headbutt bowl for me. And then she was clenching her to death. I understood the clenching because she was trying to neutralize the punch output, obviously, with Amanda throwing almost 900 punches. Like, she had to find a way to slow that down. So I get that. But like I said, I can get a once or twice maybe, but 3 to 4 to 5 times. Now that's a pattern. Now I'm starting to do math. Once or twice, I can live with a coincidence. Even if the cut is looking crazy, I can live with it. But I kept seeing it, and I'm like, bro, she know what she doing. Like, God, you have to know. Like, if there's no way, you have to know you doing that. And I ain't expecting you to do no favors and change how you fighting, but damn, that shit just look obvious. And I feel like, look, I'll say this though. Hearing it, more people felt like those were obvious than not. That's what I'm getting. More people felt like them headbutts was intentional. Like, I just don't think that was happening like that in that first fight. And they fought a full 10 rounds. It wasn't nothing like that. Katie came to fight. Even when she was hurt, she was fighting back in that first one. Remember, y'all? She was hurt in that first fight. She was on skates, still fighting hard. You know what I mean? She did it in spots in this one, but she did a lot more clinching, which was smart. I hate that, but that I get that as a tactic. It's a little cheap tactic, but it could be smart, especially when somebody's trying to throw. But But just the head, man, I can't get over the way that it was looking. Look, she was torpedo on that head. Boom, boom. I'm like, God, Lee, she get my girl, man. Look at her face, man. That's how you still the champ. That's why I told you still the champ, you know. Shout out to Amanda, man. These women, and look, Katie Taylor, she can fight, man. Anybody that pretends to be a boy to box got my respect. I respect that. But just this particular night was just, I think she got a little bit desperate because Amanda got to her ass early. I think she got to her early, and I think she had to find a way to calm it down. And that was her tactic. I really do. I really believe that. Damon was good with it. And got a point taken away. Gianni, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? Shout out to all the channel members, too. I appreciate every last one of y'all being the channel member. Urban Mac coming in, hitting the like button. Shout out to you, man. So, yeah, man, I get it. Some people going to look at it like, nah, man, you know, she was in there. That was mixing it up. It was just in the heat of the battle, and their heads just was colliding. Not that often. Hell nah. Her head was resting on that side. She knew what she was doing. I was like, yeah, making it a little too obvious, Katie. But that's just for me. That's just what I seen. I don't believe they got it right. I think she out hustled her. I think she outlanded her. I think the numbers back all that up. That doesn't mean Katie Taylor wasn't fighting. That doesn't mean it wasn't competitive and close. I ain't tripping off that. But respectfully, y'all, for me, 96-93 seemed fair in Serrano favor. I would agree with that scorecard 1,000,000% and have no problems with it. I feel like there's more of an argument for sure in this fight that she won than in the first one. The first one, I believe she was fighting so, you know, at such a high pace. It was so back and forth. I think she slowed down at the back end and allowed Katie to steal a couple of those rounds late in the first one. But I think in this one, no doubt. I think she did everything she was supposed to do, but knock her out. My bad, yeah. So, yeah, man. Just was one of those fights. And like I said, she ain't got nothing else to prove. Like, fighting her again ain't going to prove nothing. I don't see her getting a decision. Katie, 38. And I could say at times she looked like it. She was still fighting her ass off, but she looked her age to a certain degree. I think that's another reason why she might have resorted to those type of tactics. You know what I mean? That's what I seen. You know what I mean? A lot of people felt that way. A lot of people was talking about that. Like, it was hard to watch after a while. It's like, because it's getting to a point where you at least got to give some type of warning, right? Some type of warning, like that many times. And then you got that kind of cut and you see what's going on. Like, you got to say something about it. You know what I mean? I done seen referees warn guys for less. Watch the heads. With heads just simply like touching each other, with them leaning in. I done seen refs make more of an issue out of that than somebody constantly over and over on that same side. And it's like, nah, it's her boxing stance, man. No, it's just accident. Nah, Katie, we seen you. You know what I mean? You might the first couple, you might have got away. You got a little too greedy. You seen that blood and you wanted more blood. You know what I mean? Her eye, you wasn't satisfied with the eye just being, you know, cut. You wanted to look crazy. I look like a dog bitter. Like a damn dog bitter. Look at her. Rest of her face was pretty clean, man. I'm telling you, look at her. Rest of her face good. Only thing is she was getting butted out of the damn gym. Doing my girl Katie. I mean, doing my girl Amanda like that. Man, they should have got down to dirty with Katie, start throwing bowls. I bet you that would have woke some people up. That's all they would have been talking about if she would have started doing that. I guarantee you. But that's what I seen. Like, I didn't see that. You know, the first fight, I get it. I give her much credit. And even that one, it was very close. But this one, nah, she outlanded her by too many punches to me. And you're not going to tell me that all those punches just came in a couple rounds. Like, nah, the way that fight was going, it was ebbs and flows. And Katie Taylor was fighting back a lot. And then when she wasn't, she was butting and holding. But Amanda was fighting the entire time. I don't think she took no rounds off in this fight. I think she started a amazing pace, and she maintained it throughout very well. You know what I mean? It was no real lows in the action. She brought it, and she wasn't the one initiating the holding, the clinching, and the butts. And she still was fighting through it. Split, eye leaking and all. She still was jumping in there fighting. So, got to tip your hat to her, man. Shout out to Amanda, man. Going out there and not really, you know, just making a big deal out of it. But I'm glad she spoke on it, man. She headbutt everybody, man. That's what she do. Shout out to them for putting that out there. You know what I mean? Don't act like this shit incidental. Nah. Serrano's team should let her come in headgear after the cut. Maybe the ref would have been forced to give a warning. Ray Patterson was good with it, bro. You said with rounds, I ain't scored a fight. I don't score fights a lot of times. I don't score fights a lot of times because we be watching them in real time. Matter of fact, Cal, shout out to my guy Cal Coolett, man. I think he was scoring the fights the entire time. So I was just agreeing a lot with his scorecard. I had to go back and look because I do remember him scoring. He was putting it up round after round for the fights. He did multiple fights too. So I don't know, but for me, it's not about what rounds I give her. It's how I looked at the fight and what did I see. I feel like I seen somebody more work, cleaner work, busier, bringing the pressure more. She wasn't doing a bunch of clinching and holding. She fought through the headbutts, whether they're intentional or not. That you could debate that all day, but at the end of the day, several of them took place and she fought through them. So I thought she did an amazing job, man. Like I said, for me, looking at this 93, 96 scorecard is very fair and realistic. You know what I'm saying? And she had got a point taken away one of the rounds too. So I just don't know, man. I ain't see it for her this trip. Done with a do, man. But in championship of the world, boxing hacker don't think they're intentional. He said he had KT winning. Who else had KT winning? It's all good. It's just a bill. It's a conversation for me. You know, I just didn't have her winning Friday night. I really didn't. You know what I mean? I think she tried to headbutt her way up out of there. I'm so glad they ain't stopped that fight and let her just keep fighting. But it just showed me what kind of fighter Amanda really is, man. I'm telling you. And had it not been for that, it's no telling how that fight would have played out. Because there's no telling with your eye like that. And she fought several rounds like that. There's no way it didn't affect her, but she kept fighting. She kept fighting. I think without it, though, the win would have been even cleaner. I picked Katie to win, but she definitely lost to me. Yeah, I feel you, Teach. I don't know what a draw. How that was. A draw with Barrios. Yeah, that was wild, too. That was wild. You say you knew the slugfest would have cost Amanda. That's the crazy thing, because shit, she fight like that. Hey, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? he said I had to win and clear this time. I had to lose and clear. Yeah, man. She cut her eye and kept headbutting like a ram. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Crush the legend was good, family. Yeah, man. I look, great fight outside of that. You know what I mean? And like I said, I could even live with the holding. That's part of the game. You gotta sometimes know how to fight out of clinches and do your best to get up out of that. You know what I mean? But it's hard to get around getting your eyes split like that and still having to fight with that much of it. Like at that point, it ain't no split. That's like a slice. Like her joint opened up. It looked like somebody surgically did that. That's how crazy it looked. So I ain't feeling it, man. Look, she deserved better than that, bro. And like I said, she lucky she didn't get disqualified. That referee was just, I don't know what he was on, but he wasn't seeing it right. She was just going too crazy with them butts, man. You know what I mean? And I think what it is you got to do a better job at warning. Like, I'm not big on taking points and because those shits impact the fight in a big way. But to do it that many times and not say nothing, you know what I mean? And not say nothing, I just don't know. Like, I don't know. The judges were counting Katie's headbutts. I'm telling you. And look, yo, like, I get it. Some people gonna Big Supreme was good with it, man. How you feeling? I get it. Some people like, nah, man. It was legal. She was just, it was unintentional, man. It just happened. Yeah, her head just happened to be, almost magnetized to Amanda Serrano right eye. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe if she had a magnet in her damn head, then yeah. You know what I mean? But that's the way that was going. Boom, boom. It was almost like a punch at one point. It's almost like a little a secret weapon that buck came out. You know what I'm saying? LaMarcus was good with it. Shout out to my guy Big Supreme. Yeah. I mean, look, I like the fact that they let the fight go, but I'm saying she's lucky, she ain't have a different ref in there and they was ready to DQ her ass or really take some points. But like I said, I think to straighten that out, to help avoid that situation, he could have did a better job at warning for the Bucks. I don't think he did a good enough job. You get what I'm saying? He ended up taking a point, but you should have did more warning, man. Like to watch your heads, like even a reminder, not reminding when you see a cut that nasty. Come on, man. Because I'm sorry. After I see it look that bad, and then you continue to boom, boom, like several of them joints was clean. I'm like, bro. And she was getting punched on that side. Like, man, it was a lot going on, bro. She ain't earned that blood in there, man. She ain't get it in blood the right way, man. Yeah, it was all an accident, Don. You know what I'm saying? It was all an accident, yo. She ain't have a magnet in her forehead. Launching that damn cranium, man. Did my girl Amanda. Just look at her, boxing hacker. Look at my girl Amanda, bro. Let's look at her, man. You know what I'm saying? Do this look unintentional to you? It don't look unintentional. I can feel it now. My eye hurt right now looking at this. I'm holding my eye right now, y'all. Holding my eye right now. Yeah, I'm holding my eyebrow right now looking at this picture, bro. She went out there and continued to get punched in it, yo. I'm holding my joint right now for you, Amanda. Don't worry, man. Justice gonna be served, bro. Katie, you gonna get yours, beat. You gonna get yours, Katie. Nah, shout out to Katie Taylor, man. I mean, another good win, man. I don't think it's nobody that can say they beat Serrano twice. Katie Taylor could say that, whether it feel controversial or not. They're going in the books as wins for her. But like I said, respectfully, and then all jokes aside, it was a phenomenal fight, fun to watch, entertaining. Just as quick as it got started, it was over with. A lot of action in between. But I felt like Amanda set a very good pace. I felt like she did a hell of a job maintaining that pace throughout 10 rounds, letting her hands go. Like I said, bro, they only fight 10 rounds, and it's 2 minutes. It's only 2-minute rounds. That's 20 minutes, bro. She threw almost 900 punches in 20 minutes. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Hell nah. With somebody else that's a scrappy ass fighter, one of the best fighters in boxing. Katie Taylor is. She earned the right, but damn it, she lost. She lost Friday, bro. She lost. Nah, she took the L. I'm sorry. She got outlanded, out hustled, outworked. You name it. She was hurt more. Even with Amanda having that split, she still was bringing the fight. Come on, man. Hell nah. The judges, man, y'all bogus. Y'all got it wrong. Like I said, y'all, ultimately a trilogy is, I'm not high on it because I don't believe there's no way that she can get a win over Serrano unless she knock her out. I mean, over Katie Taylor. She got to knock Katie out. Too bad this unofficial card wasn't the real thing. So I don't think they was off the mark. I think they was spot on. You get me? I think they spot on 209, 253. Nah, not that type of gap, bro. And you just ignore, nah, man, Katie won. How? Was she doing what? She wasn't landing more punches. She wasn't throwing more punches. How she win? She wasn't throwing the harder punches. She wasn't throwing the more cleaner and effective punches. Where the hell she win? Where'd she win at, though? Where'd she win besides the judges obviously just giving it to her? She ain't earned that one. I'm sorry. She ain't earned that. She ain't earned that cut that she rocking on her right eye. That gash, that slice, that damn dog bite. It looked like a dog got to her. Nah, that's just Katie Bulldog head ass, headbutt my girl over and over like that. And still was getting beat up. She fought like a dog. Probably thought they was gonna stop the fight from the headbutt. She was like, nope, I'm on your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. I respected Katie. All respect, but you lost, in my opinion. They found another reason to take a fight from her. I don't know what criteria that because you got outlanded by that type of margin. And I'm willing to bet money if Katie Taylor ever walk out of any fight and she outland her opponent like that, I guarantee you she's gonna win. It ain't gonna even be no damn debate about it. It ain't gonna be no debate in the world. She will never outland somebody the way she just got outlanded on Friday and lose. That will never happen to Katie Taylor. That's how I know they full of shit. I know it. So that's why I say, man, I don't rely on the judges for no decision. I rely on my eyes and what I see. You get me. I was very honest with what I was saying. She got hers in, bro. She got hers in. She definitely got hers in. But man, nah, she got outpaced, outfought, and outlanded. And I don't know how she won. I can't give that to her. I can't. And she looked like she was getting hurt more. She got hurt in the first damn round. And then all of a sudden, now her forehead got a magnet, and it's magnetized to Amanda Serrano right eye. She can't miss. That shit might as well been another punch being landed. Legit, bro. Because that shit did any more damage than any punch she landed all night. And she continued to do it. There's no way grinding her head on that side. Nah, bro. Look at the picture I got in the thumbnail. She headbutting it right there. This is boom, over and over. Big head ass, man. Nah, bro. That's ain't no hell no. It's not unintended. There's no way. There's no way you make a mistake that many times. Hell no. I did math. She was going crazy. She was eating with that head. Big head ass, man. Ashley's corner. What it do, cuzzo? How you feeling? Yeah, I'm telling you. You know, they was like, yeah, the headbutts, clean and effective punching. Okay, moving. You stupid, yo. You stupid. So you move out short. Hearn, was she tired? J8 Dixon. What's good, Jay? How you feeling? Mark West said Katie won on headbutts, and she damn sure did. Katie won more rounds. Look, I can't argue with what you seen, Boxing Hacker. I'm a different kind of guy because it'd be stupid to do that. Like, you seen what you seen, and I could respect it. But for me, I don't think she won more rounds. She got outlanded clearly. You know what I'm saying? Outlanded, outworked, outpaced, outfought. She got hurt more. Like, everything you want to see, like that'll give a person on any given night. The performance that Amanda Serrano put up Friday would have beat anybody else. Anybody else, but not Katie Taylor. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I know it. I know it to be true. Any other night, that performance beats anybody else she in the ring with. And there's no problem giving it to her. Katie Taylor, we like, but Katie was getting worked. Katie was looking 38 in there. She was getting worked, man. She was getting worked, so she started working that dome piece, man. Behind the hands TV, my brother was good with it. It was the only way she could win. What you seen, Brody? What you seen? You fair as they come. What you seen? And the rest of y'all free to tell me what y'all seen. If y'all seen it for Katie, man, talk to me. Who else seen it for Katie? Boxing Hacker said he seen it for Katie. Cash Crypto, my God, was good with it, Cash. Who else seen it for Katie, y'all? That's why we here. We have these conversations. My word ain't law. I'm just telling y'all what I seen. Like, just like I always make this point, just like you got 3 judges watching the fight and they could all see something different. We could all see something different without it being a big deal. I'm not going to tell you wrong if you feel like Katie won. I'm going to just tell you, I didn't see that. I didn't see it. Well, again, her ass be getting out hustle. Amanda got that recipe. Out hustle her ass, out fight her. Anybody else, Katie would be able to outfight. She can't outfight Amanda. Can't outfight her. She can't do it. And that fight, it was more of a fight than a boxing match, too. And that's Amanda all day long, pushing the pace, making her ass fight. I watched she was tying up and button. Boom, I'm tired. Hold on. Boom, let me rub. Hold on, I'm tired. Let me rub my forehead in your eye a little bit, man. Yeah, let me rub it in there a little bit. It was close. Nah, that's why you don't see robbery nowhere in the title. You don't see me say robbery. I ain't big on that word because people overuse it. But I say boxing failed her because of the repeated headbutts and not enough warning, and no point should have been. Points should have definitely been taken. Sorry for Katie, but she should have been disqualified. What you think about them butts? And intentional or unintentional. See, my bro said, and look, you think I'm gonna be mad at him? He say he's seen it for Katie, but them headbutts. So he get me. He get me. We if we don't agree, we don't see it exactly the same with the scoring. He damn sure seen the headbutts. I know we ain't both crazy. Them butts was out of control, bro. Said it was a beautiful headbutt masterclass by her. I'm telling you, she was going crazy. Yeah, the judges, man, you know, I respect to them, but whatever. You gotta be your own judge in boxing. I definitely don't really be waiting for them. They'll just validate what I was thinking, or validate or may not validate what I was thinking. That's the only reason I even wait to hear it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I seen Katie go out there and get out hustled and outlanded, and it's just hard for me to ignore that. And like I said, I'm willing to bet if her punch stat numbers was exactly what Amanda's was, she would have won the fight. No, there's no way she land. You know, Amanda lands 209, she lands 253, and she still win the fight, and she still, you know, or still lose the fight. There's no way Katie would be walking out of there without the win. But like I said, y'all, when it's all said and done, man, that's boxing for you. It didn't completely ruin the night because the action was better than any result, right, that they could come up with. So I ain't tripping on it. Amanda has cemented her legacy. She's gonna be great. She's gonna always be one of the best fighters, period, male or female. She is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Right, she is. Yeah, the headbutts was crazy. That part of the game plan, like prior 3 fights, you can't keep up. I headbutt them. I'm telling you, slow it down just a bit. And I believe that opened up enough opportunity, bro, for her to get some work in, because she did some really good work while she was bleeding. I ain't gonna lie. She took advantage of that in a big way. And I may have swayed the judges too, but just to me personally, honestly, this one, nah, I think she got out-hustled, outworked, outlanded, hurt more, like I said. And, you know, Amanda set the tone early, and she continued the pace very, very well down the stretch. And she never wavered. You know what I mean? Fought every step of the way with the eye, continuing to get head-bunted, grinding on. She just kept going. So much credit to her. It's a shitty decision for me. I ain't rocking with it, but it's boxing. Nonetheless, it was a great fight. Shout out to Katie Taylor. The only thing I could, critique her in a negative light on was the butts. Other than that, she did what she was supposed to do. She did what she was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Did what she was supposed to do. I ain't mad at you. You know, great fight, but no trilogy, y'all, because unless Amanda is some kind of way she could come up with a game plan that guarantees her a knockout, the same thing is going to happen. The same thing is going to happen. She'll lose another close decision. I don't never see either female beating each other to the point where it's just like lopsided. Their styles just don't warrant that kind of fight, right? You know, Katie gonna fight back, you know, even when she's put in the corner, even when she's put on the back foot, even when she's constantly, backed up and pressure is being applied, she gonna fight back. That's one thing about Katie. Her heart can't be questioned. She's gonna fight back. So I don't think that fight will ever play out in a manner where, like I said, it would be a crazy discrepancy in the scorecards where it's like lopsided. I don't see it. So a trilogy would make sense unless Amanda, whatever she would, I'm with. But am I calling for it as a fight fan? No, because I don't believe she'll get the nod. That's just my honest opinion. And I felt like she should have got it Friday, but it wasn't meant to be. All right, man, while the mask and broad daylight on the crowded street, they both had horrible defense, though. I just think, you know what? I mean, maybe, and I think because that's the kind of fight Amanda forced it to be, right? And I think in a sense that gave her a better chance at winning. You get what I'm saying? Making it a fight. And that's another reason why I felt like it was hers to win, because that's exactly what that was. That wasn't, if you look at Katie Taylor, her fights, they be boxing matches. Somehow, when she get in there with Amanda, they're fights, if you get what I'm trying to say. And it was more of a fight than a boxing match. You get me? I ain't saying they wasn't boxing, obviously. I hope I'm making that point clear. It was more of a fight. And I feel like with it going that way and that pace, I feel like that favors Amanda. The workload, the constant pressure, even through the butts. You get what I'm saying? Rocking her early and then continue to rock her down the stretch of the fight. I just thought she did what she was supposed to do to win. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping on nobody that seen Katie win. You know what I'm saying? It's always a build over here. We allowed to see it differently. You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of us is too far off. I think we all in agreement that it was a great fight. I think we all in agreement that it was competitive, and even so that it could have went either way. You know? Yeah, maybe there's a case, but like I said, I think Amanda case is stronger this particular fight than the last one. So that's my take on it, man. That's my spiel. That's my just do on it, man. Shout out to Amanda, the real deal, Serrano, boxing Felder. They allowed far too many headbutts. Her eye was the sacrifice of multiple butts over and over again. She fought through like a real fighter. I'm always have respect for her. Whatever she do, I'm supporting it. You know, and I watch Katie Taylor again too. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Women's boxing is thriving. You know what I mean? It would have been nice to see her and Shadasia Green walk up out of there with wins on the women's side of things. But, you know, nonetheless, at least Jersey got their hand raised, like I said. And that's always good to see. But on to the next for Amanda. You know what I'm saying? On to the next for Amanda, man. On to the next for her, bro. Man. But before we talk about this this rigged ass main event, man, I got to talk about Barrios and Abel Ramos had a fight. And that was a damn good fight. And look, I think Barrios early on had it under control, but it looked like, I don't know, by midway through the fight, Abel Ramos found something, man. He made that fight way tougher than I anticipated being for Mario Barrios. I just didn't anticipate him taking that kind of damage. You know what I mean? Remember, Ramos got dropped in round 2, but then he turned around in round 6 and put Barrios down, and he was punching on his face, man. That was a crazy fight. But I still thought Barrios did enough work early on to get a decision win. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was a draw. Yeah, man, he had some real nervous moments. I thought he was going to get stopped for a second, Aisha. I ain't going to lie. I think he has moments where I was looking, I'm like, bro, is he about to go? Like, Abel Ramos is putting some heat on his ass. And I still think in ways he made that fight so much tougher than it had to be. That fight didn't have to be that tough, man. Mario Barrios made that fight way tougher than it had to be, bro. Man, he made it way tougher than it had to be. I think so. But I told y'all, Abel Ramos been around the block and very experienced, yo. Don't let the 6 losses fool you. He fight hard. He always give dudes a good scrap. And the only guy to stop him was Regis Progress. You get what I'm saying? So he gave Barrios a war that I didn't expect. I didn't see that. I seen it being competitive, but not that physically taxing for Barrios. Like, that's the kind of fight where I wouldn't be surprised right now that he's suspended. Like, protocol, while he was getting touched up. I'm pretty sure he's probably suspended if you go look at this box rag. Because he took some damage. His face got beat up, man. His face got beat up. And he barely held on to his belt by a thread. But this is why I told people, like, as much as I like Barrios, if Abel Ramos did that to him, what do you think Jaron Ennis going to do? Jaron Ennis going to be able to get to you a lot earlier than Abel Ramos was. It's not going to take 6 rounds for him to get to you. Not the way you fight. And Barrios was fighting very disciplined, man. His fundamentals, head movement, getting his head off the line. He was changing levels. Barrios was doing everything right early. And I think fatigue set in. I do. I think fatigue set in just like it do for anybody. He was fighting so well early. He expended a lot of energy. It take a lot to fight that. He was very disciplined, sharp, picking the right shots. He was punching on Abel Ramos. I'm like, I'm loving this. Man, Abel started cooking, man. Especially with that knockdown. And he kind of put Barrios in check a little bit. And from there, it was like a war of attrition. And neither guy was able to create the necessary. Like if he would have, if the last 6 would have went like the first, then he would have been in better shape. Man, Barrios will look worse. Yeah, he after, like I said, after the knockdown, things got real sticky in there, and he wasn't able to create that separation in the later rounds that he was in the first that first part of the fight. The first 4 to 5 rounds was looking really promising for Barrios, but like I said, it hit a corner around that 6 where he got caught, clipped, and put down, and he looked like he was hurt. He was getting caught with a lot of shots. He was getting caught with a lot of shots that he didn't need to be getting caught with. You know what I'm saying? it looked bad, and I don't know, man. Fights with Stanionis and him look very competitive. I don't see no case, like I've been saying, that where he beats Boots, that fight further proved that even more for me. That solidified that for me. I don't see him beating Jaron Ennis, getting hit that much. I don't even see him making it out the fight. If he do, he think his face was rearranged with Abel Ramos. I think the athleticism, the speed mixed with the power of Boots will do all the wrong stuff to his face. I think he'll do some real bad things to him. I do. December 21st. I'm just sending you $40 on the first, bro. Shout out to my bro Ace, man. That's my guy, man. Malaza. So I forgot Barrio Power 1. It was a draw, by the way. Banks, my guy, was good, bro. So it was a draw. I still did think that I thought Barrios was gonna get the nod. I'm not gonna lie, but I could understand. He allowed Ramos way too. He allowed him to get into the fight, man. He allowed him into the fight, bro, and he made it way tougher than it needed to be. You know what I'm saying? He was boxing beautifully, but I think he just started getting caught up, got too comfortable, got laxed, and he paid for it. And man, he don't beat Boots, bro. I don't think they try for Boots next either. I don't think they try for that next. So that right there was a very, very tough fight for Mario Barrios. Yeah, I thought he squeaked it out though, Aisha. I did. I thought it would have been like a split decision win for Barrios for sure. Split decision, no majority split, something like that. No unanimous for sure. I was thinking that because I was like, bro, he did some real damage to you down the stretch. Yo, nah, Barrios' face be looking at the award, man. He looked like he been through it. Yo, Ramos was laying it on him, bro. He put some hands on Barrios' ass, but like I said, man, he hung in there. He hung in there, and he made it a fight. He made it a good fight. But like I said, moving forward, man, I don't know where he goes. I don't think, after seeing how that fight played out, I don't think Boots would be in they next order of business. I wouldn't be surprised if it's another fight, maybe a lighter touch. If not, going in another direction, staying on to somebody else. I don't see them going in Boots' direction. Barrow's a tough warrior, though. Absolutely. I mean, he's a warrior for sure. He's a warrior. He damn sure is. Built forward tough, ain't he? Built forward tough, man. He got knocked down, got up. He fought back hard, but he took a lot of damage in that fight. I definitely think he'll need some time off to shake back for sure, to heal up, because he was getting touched. Like they was beating each other up in there. And he did his damage. He did most of his damage in that first part. He was catching, man. He was teeing off. Right hands. Man, Barrios was working, man. I had a couple of the family up there calling the fights with me. Yo, he was cooking, bro. Man, he was cooking. He was cooking at first, and then it just got, I don't know, Abel Ramos just woke up in that second half of the fight. And I'm telling you, the knockdown motivated him, and he fought much differently after that. You know what I'm saying? He fought way more sure of himself after he got a knockdown, especially after he weathered the storm in the second round getting knocked down. I thought Barrios was going to mess around and try to step on it, but he was very patient in his approach. Even after he knocked him down, he didn't really press him too much. just went right back to business as usual. I think he might have, in ways, I understood the approach, but I think to a degree he might have let him off the hook a little bit. And again, that's why they say when you got him hurt, you got to finish your food. You know what I'm saying? You get a guy hurt, you got to finish him, especially a guy like Ramos that been around, you know what I'm saying, been around the block. You let him hang around and he lands something like he did. Now he right back in the fight. He feeling like he could win because he definitely fought that second half of the fight much differently than the first. He fought with a lot more confidence. They're not sending Zepeda to Shakur either. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it for sure. But, yeah, man, I don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Shout out to Barrios. Good fight. Very entertaining. Very entertaining scrap. But, you know, to beat a Boots Ennis, you got to do something different than that. And I just don't think you'll beat him. So if they looking to extend a title reign, they're going to go in another direction, take a lighter touch. I wouldn't even blame them after how tough that fight was, but they did. You know, Barrios on record for saying he'll fight Boots, but his team is on record for saying they got to get paid. So you know how that go. You just going to have to play that by ear. You know how that goes. It sounds like it's going to be a difficulty getting these guys in the ring at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that was the undercard, man, or all the cards that was on, fights on it. Lucas Body had a good fight. He won, but again, he didn't wow me. You know what I mean? I think he's naturally strong ass guy, but he gonna hang around for a little bit. But I think he's very beatable because he get hit a lot. You know what I mean? Lucas Body get hit a lot. Second fight in a row, he was getting touched. You know what I mean? So it's part of the game, but he was getting hands put on him. He was. Jake Paul fighting Rey Mysterio next. CJ was good with it. So let's get to that, man. Let's get to that because I wouldn't be me. Look, man, y'all know I'm just do. I love to give people their credit. I love to give Jake Paul's credit for extending the platform, making sure he put several fighters up there that we all could appreciate, from like, Bruce Shushu Carrington to, Shadasia Green. Went out there, Patterson, New Jersey, got her WBO title. You get what I'm saying? We love that. Love to see it. Lucas Body, he's good return fighter after seeing him get this shocking win over Ashton Sale when he was getting outboxed in every way, shape, or form. Then we seen the Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano rematch. You get what I'm saying? Mario Barrios was on the card in a damn war of a fight. You know what I mean? Cal Cool with blessings, family. I'm busy. Jake fights from Eggs. So look, man, I respect him for that. I thought he was very economical, Mr. Empire, with trying to finish him. I don't think he was going for it crazy. I don't think he was going for it too crazy. I don't think he was going for it too crazy. And I think that, he might have let him off the hook a little bit. But yeah, let's get to this main event. I got to. Like I said, shout out to him for getting them ladies paid. I heard they made some good money. I'm not in nobody's pockets. I just like to hear the success of the ladies and them getting their just due. Heard they got a really, really big bag. Both of those ladies did the fight Friday night. So look, you always could respect him extending the platform and making sure other people have an opportunity to showcase their talent up there. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out, Lisa. I got you. Jake finding the bronze medalist is Special Olympics next. I'm telling you, bro. He bogus. He bogus. So look, I give him his flowers for that. I give him his flowers for all of that. You know what I mean? I even give him the benefit of the doubt because I understand he didn't have the traditional grind in boxing. He didn't have an amateur background, none of that. He kind of just hit the ground running. So he essentially is still learning on the job. And I get all of that. But here's my issue where I can't give him his just due. You can't do that, Jake. You can't do that, Jake Paul. Like, look, bro. I think if you sold yourself as exactly what you are, I think people still support you the same way, maybe even more. But I think when you got like this diluted ideal of where you fit in at in boxing, and you think somehow beating a 58 30-year-old retired Mike Tyson that had a whole successful career, you think somehow beating him makes you the face of boxing? It's not even laughable. It's disrespectful. You shouldn't even like carry it like that. Beating him does absolutely nothing for you. And I hear everybody talking about Mike Tyson and he sold his legacy for 20 million. And bro, Mike 58, y'all. Who really played theyself? Mike ain't running around here talking. He ain't even talking about legacy. You heard his words on legacy, which I thought was weird. Why did they put that out? That interview was weird with the little girl where he's talking about legacy, you die, this and that. That was a little odd, but like he's 58, bro. If I could make, if that's what he made, because that's what I'm hearing, they throwing out 20 million or whatever for Mike. If that's what he made in what 16 minutes, he didn't play himself and ruin his legacy. What are we talking about? He retired, man. Who wouldn't take the money? Like, you get me? But he ain't the one that's talking about he the face of boxing. He ain't the one that's talking about after he beat X, Y, and Z, he fighting Canelo. Like, he's not the one doing this. He's not the one carrying on, pretending. We know full well what Mike was when Mike was Mike. He can never play himself. I'm sorry. Not by that. He didn't get knocked out. He didn't get knocked all over the place. What, he got outpointed? So, he's 58. He's really a grandpa. Jake gets zero, no disrespect. You get zero credit for this, my man. You bogus. You get zero credit. You sold the fans a rigged ass fight. Y'all wasn't even in there fighting. Y'all wasn't trying to hurt each other. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That's where I draw the line as a boxing fan. Don't try to sell me no exhibition. That's some real fight, like it was a real threat to what you got going. And nah, Mike ain't do Mike. Is always gonna be Mike to me. That's my guy. He always gonna be a GOAT, man. Like that's it. You can't tarnish his legacy with that. Man, he went out there and got some money, or now he sold it because he ain't knocked. Man, he don't fight. He's 58. Y'all really expect him to turn back the clock, what, 30, 40 years? What's going on? Hell no, man. Come on, man. Like, nah. Jake Paul sold us some bullshit. Straight up and down, man. He did all that wild ass and intense ass training to get in there and not throw punches. I ain't no damn fool. Come on, man. That's the only. Now look, I'll level with the people when they say that part, because you played part in that, but I get it. You're fit. You a senior citizen pretty much. He just got a money grab, but Jake Paul, you're selling events like as this does nothing for your legacy. You went out there and sparred with Mike Tyson with no headgear. Okay. All right, we get it. Bravo. You survived because he let you. And yes, I'm going to say that 58 years old, he let you go 8 rounds with him. Yeah, you should be hugging and embracing because he let you. He played part of the circus, bro. Shout out to Mike, but nah, you bogus a little bit too, because, man, yeah, you was selling it a little bit too. You was selling it a little bit. All that intense ass train, I get it, bro, but damn. Man, nah, man, you don't sell us nothing like that, bro. Don't sell us no fight like that, dude. Don't sell us no shit like that. Don't sell. Oh, y'all give me 1 second real quick. Y'all smash the like button for me. My bad, y'all. I had a package at my door. I had to go grab a package. Sorry about that. Ryan, what's good with it, bro? They both sold it. Y'all 60 million homes watch. Y'all. And it's like, look, man, you should have sold it as what it really was, right? We going out there, do a little exhibition, because all signs point to exhibition. It's 8 rounds. It's 2-minute rounds, but y'all selling death. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna go out here and and then we got people talking about it was little stuff in the contract saying that y'all couldn't hurt or knock each other out. I'm hearing that Mike Tyson would have hurt him, dropped him. he would have been fined heavily. If he'd have knocked him out, he wouldn't have got paid at all. Nah, bro. You do not get to facilitate WWE style fights in boxing and dress them up as real fights. That's where I have the problem with you, my man. Just say you was having fun. Just say you had an opportunity to share the ring with a legend like Mike Tyson, so you took it. You say that. Man, nah, I ain't going for that shit, man. Nah, with all the shit we deal with in boxing, you think we going for that? Nah, bro. No, you're not the face of boxing. Nah, bro. Nah, y'all went out there and sold us a sparring match. Bogus as hell. I don't care how much money you made. Do this shit help or hurt the sport? Nah, this hurts the sport. This hurts the sport. This hurts the sport. Because we can't be champion rigged fights. That's why. If this was just a legit, like if you would have just called it what it was, yo, this is just an exhibition. I had an opportunity, like I said, to share the ring with Mike. We can go out here and throw hands. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. Say that shit, because that's what you did, bro. Get the hell out of here, man. Mike Tyson ain't try to hurt you. Man, at any given time, he'd have let one of them right hands go for real. He would have knocked your ass out the ring somewhere, bro. You don't get to sell that to the people that way. That's where you start insulting the intelligence of people and boxing fans. Because you got a whole bunch of people talking about Jake won, though. Jake, my son said that to me. Jake Paul won. I said, man, I had to tell him, like, hey, yo, bro, what? Mike 58, man. He was supposed to do that. Boy, you let that man go 8 rounds with you. He allowed you to survive in his world, bro. And that's the only place where I have the problem with y'all. Don't sell that shit to us. There's no real fight. Don't insult real boxing fans that way, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's wild as hell. Jake Paul, respect to you. Don't mess with Tyson. What's good, bro? If you don't start fighting people of substance, that I don't know, man. I don't know how long you could pull this off. Like, that shit might be working now, but I don't know about longevity wise. Like, again, nobody's gonna take the face of celebrity boxing, because that's what you are, bro. Like, that's what you are. And that's cool because you know what your lane is, but you can't. All right, look, man, it's people that work their whole life and they'll never make the amount of money, whatever it was that you made fighting that guy. And it's okay. Like, because you're bringing eyes to the sport, you bringing a different audience. It's not all negative. But my issue was with Jake in particular, what he's selling. You cannot sell yourself as a real fighter fighting a 58-year-old retired Mike Tyson, talking about the face of boxing. That's wild as hell, bro. You got people that really risk everything for this shit, and they don't get this opportunity, but you get to dip your toe in and to pretend that you're doing what they're doing. You don't get to pretend that they're taking them type of risk. You're not taking the risk that they're taking. Now, granted, you training like a real fighter. I do believe there is some talent with you, where you started at, because you don't have a traditional, welcome into boxing, right? You picked this shit up super late, trained, you get what I'm saying, picked up some shit, learned some things. I respect all of that, but you're not taking the kind of challenges and tests that these young real fighters taking. You're not doing that. You can't keep dressing your fights. Just sell that shit as what it is. I think you'll do better off. People will respect it more if you just called it what it is. That's all I'm saying. Don't tell me keeping it real will go wrong. No, it won't. Because that's what we know it is anyway. That shit is entertainment for people. But at the end of the day, can't dress that shit up as a real fight and be like, yeah, man, and Canelo is next. You don't go from Mike Tyson at 58 and retire for years on end, where he almost double your age. You get what I'm saying? To Canelo Alvarez. But you know what? You know what's funny about all of this, Jakey boy? You know what's funny? This is funny. This right here is funny. See, Jake, if you and then now look, you running around this mother talking about you the best cruiserweight and all this. Well, I think a certain J.O. Pataya make a damn good case for being the best cruiserweight in the world right now. Young, hungry, aggressive young guy. I'm pretty sure he'll give you the fight you're looking for. That's because the way you selling it, you want that kind of respect. You made it seem like you just went out and fought Jaron Pataya. You get what I'm saying? You got Arthur Betterbeeve. I don't know how serious he is. I don't know how serious none of this shit is, because boxing wild right now. But you got Arthur Betterbeeve talking about what's up. See, Jake, this is what comes with this shit, bro. Like, and look, I ain't knocking nobody that make their bread. I respect you sharing the ball, but right, I'm gonna always give you your credit. But this is the shit that come with it. Those are challenges, Jake Paul. Those are the challenges. You would never step in the ring with an Arthur Better Be. You would never step in the ring with a Jaron, but you're gonna keep selling us these hoop dreams. Oh, I'm gonna fight Canelo Alvarez. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. That's crazy. That's crazy work, bro. Just do what you doing. Make it bread. Make it entertaining. Say, embrace what it is that you are, bro. You're not a traditional boxer. Stop talking like you won. You didn't take that route, bro. You didn't take that route. And you're not doing this shit, yeah, man. You doing this shit to make money alone. You're not doing this shit. Ain't got nothing to do with no legacy, but you selling us all bullshit. And it's like spitting in the faces of real fighters that do this shit and ain't gonna never be able to see that bread. You playing games, man. That's all I'm saying. You're playing games. You can't fake dip your toe in boxing like that, bro. Without it being no pushback from it. You're gonna get a lot of flack. People ain't feeling that shit. Go their whole life to have somebody wake up and be like, yeah, guess what? Y'all box. Yeah, I fought Mike Tyson. I'm the face of boxing. You got some of these fighters probably like, bro, this dude bogus. So shit is a joke. All I'm saying is, Jake Paul, respect to what you got going on, but I do believe that you are talented enough where there's a lane with, a certain class of boxer that you can get in there and fight. Like those are guys. I get it. You got to make the money. You got to be entertaining. But damn, bro, don't sell me. And this is the real boxing fan in me talking. Don't sell me that you some type of real fighter. And when somebody asks you to step in the ring and it's a real fighter, you can go the other way. You don't get to claim the face of boxing. And the face of boxing got a responsibility that you would never be able to. You would never be able to carry that responsibility ever in the sport of boxing. The face. Getting there with Arthur Better Be face. Getting there with Jaron face. Better yet, getting there with anybody that actually boxes for real. We seen the Tommy Fury fight. Getting there, do that shit again. I thought you held it. I thought you held your own. You dropped him in everything. See, this is the thing. You ain't selling yourself short when it comes to the bag. I ain't in no position to tell you about no money. But I'm strictly talking about if you want real boxing fans to take you serious, you're going to have to take real challenges. Mike Tyson at 58 years old and retired 20 times over ain't gonna cut it, bro. You don't get that shit ain't gonna go well when you pretend. That's pretending. You get into that bag, the money you making, ain't nothing fake about it. Like I said, I ain't no position to tell you what moves to make financially, but as a fighter, you was on to something fighting a guy like Tommy Fury, because that's a fighter. Even though he might not be the most popular guy, but he's an actual fighter. He's the Fury, got the Fury name. He actually boxes. Fight, that was cool. Do that type of shit. Fight Hasim Rahman. Like, do this type of shit. There's people you can fight, bro. It might not be, the bag might not be as big, but hey, man, you'll be fighting real fighters is all I'm saying. And you'll get a different respect for it. You won't have to manufacture legacy. People will see it for what it is. Okay, he ain't got that much experience. All right, he picking and choosing what guys he fight. You get what I'm saying? Matchmaking could be your best friend, but you ain't got to matchmake legends of the sport or former legends. You get what I'm saying? Legends of the past and try to bring them into your world now. Look, salute you if you got Mike 20 M's for 16 minutes. Salute you for that, but nah, man, all these people talking about his legacy this and his legacy that. Jay Grant was good with his legacy. Ain't nothing. Mike legacy stopped when he stopped boxing professionally. Do y'all get that? That shit is over. When he did as a real fighter will never be able to be taken away from him. His losses and all. But when he stopped competing for real, that's his legacy. This shit is money for him. But Jake Paul is the one selling us on legacy, and I'm a real fighter. But you're not doing what real fighters do. And I get it. I ain't expecting you to fight Jaron for real, just right out the bat. But when you start talking face of boxing, if you start talking Canelo, then I could start talking guys like Opatai. Better Be is talking about fighting, like offering you an opportunity. This shit getting crazy, Jake. That's what come with being the face, bro. Fighting real guys that could really knock your shit off. Not somebody that's going to get in there and pretend that they're going to hurt you. Come on, man. Tyson, my guy. That's always going to be my favorite heavyweight. That's the reason I watch boxing. But that shit I just seen Friday was bogus. Don't sell us no real boxing fans. We go for a lot of shit in boxing, but we ain't gonna go for anything, bro. I think we draw the line with the exhibition fight, spray painted and shined up as a real fight. It's not that. It was an exhibition from the minute y'all suggested fighting each other. Man, we should have believed it from the rip, man. And that's all I'm saying, man. So again, I do think Jake Paul is bringing eyes to the sport. I think it's a different element. You just got to be welcome to the change. But that's my only gripe with him, for real, for real. Keep getting those people paid. Keep providing them opportunities. Keep doing your thing with the MVP promotions. But my thing is fight real fighters. Tim Layton was good with it, bro. Fight real fighters. You know what I'm saying? Fight real fighters, you get real respect. You know what I mean? I would never say that Mike is not a real fighter, but you get what I'm saying. That's 60 years old for real, bro. You out here playing. The man, damn, say what he had, blood transfusions, stroke, all type of shit just happened to him before that fight, and that's the guy you fought. Nah, that shit ain't cool, though. I get it, because he signed up for it, too. You ain't forcing nobody held a gun, but that's Mike. You know Mike don't give a damn. But come on, man, that's why I draw the line at, bro. Now that's and again, I get it. I get why y'all ain't do too much to each other, but you shouldn't even have them in there. Shouldn't even have them in there. Fight a real fighter, you get real respect, bro. You fought Tommy Fury and lost. Ain't nobody say they didn't respect it. I don't remember nobody saying they ain't respect it. I don't remember nobody saying it. Because at least we like, all right, he got more pro experience than you. Like he this supposed to be his life. Like you a YouTuber, Disney kid, whatever you want to call him, you all of that. So we get it. But you fought a Tommy Fury. Respect there. Not the craziest guy, but we get it. Nobody complained about that. It's a certain level of guys that you could fight, but you strictly in it for money and you talking about legacy and you using real fighters' names to draw interest. You sat up there and said you'll run it with Tank. You'll run it with Tank where? You'll run it with Tank where? What are you talking about? Do you think Tank on? I don't care what he said on Twitter. He's saying would it really happen? I don't give a damn how much weight you got. Yeah, I think he catch you, he knocking you out. Now he'll knock your silly ass out. He'll never get in the ring with you. You talking about you're running with Tank. Now you just playing with people. You playing with the boxing fans, bro. Give us something for real or don't give us shit. That's all I'm saying. And again, you're gonna be a gimmick, just say that. That's all I'm saying. You ain't got to do all the all that faking and shucking and jiving. That shit corny, man. J Boxing was good with it. Star Fox was good, fan. Floyd for his new Floyd legacy, gave birth to WWE boxing with that Conor McGregor. I mean, he opened some gates with it. He said it better be cloud chasing. Nah, because if they probably say yeah, it'll probably be a big bag, and if it better be A1 who's on was good with the A1. I think and we know Better Beef's a real fighter, so I wouldn't say he cloud chasing. Nah, he just jumped on Rude Exposure. Was good, fam. How you feeling? Jake Paul, man, the fighters don't care about respect, just business of boxing. Yeah, but he can't talk it either, you know what I'm saying? Just sell your business of boxing, make your money, make your money. Make your money. Yeah, but Tank said what he'd do to him, man. Tank ain't really, calling him out for a fight. But the fact that he like, yeah, I'll run it. At what weight, yo? Like, that's not even real. That'll never happen. Like, he just be talking. So that's my only issue, man. I ain't here to tear him down. Like, I believe he got some talent and some skill, but I just believe that it come to a point where you got to stop playing. You got to stop playing, and you got to really do what you came to do. I mean, but I think he doing what he came to do, make money. And like I said, I guess at the end of the day, he getting other people paid. And I ain't tripping too much because I got an option. I can either watch or don't. But I think, like I said, with this particular situation, I watched the whole card. I thought the whole entire card was solid all the way up until we got to that shit. And for them to get in there and play for 16 minutes like that, it's crazy. Like that's highway robbery with no mask. Like you can't. And that's the real boxing supporter in me talking. Like, you can't pretend to be a fighter. Like, this shit is for real. Like, you gonna do this for real or you not? But I mean, again, I ain't gotta watch it. So. But I still ain't got to respect it. You know what I mean? I expect to see more from him because he can offer something different if he actually take this shit serious. You can really get people to respect what you're doing. And they'd be like, well, at least he trying to fight real fighters. Like, you could knock Nico Ali Walsh all you want. You can say he not an Ali. You can go crazy, but you can't tell me the dude don't got a ton of heart now that we done learned, seen him fight through an injury, you see him actually trying to prove himself. Like, you just can't knock him. You got to at least respect that. You got to like him, but you got to respect it. And Jake, the main thing I respect is the opportunity to provide for others, and anybody that could, find a way to generate that type of money, you obviously figure something out, but that don't make everything cool. You get what I'm saying? I don't think you should be pulling retired legends out of the woodworks and playing games like that and calling it a real fight. That's all I'm saying. It should have been sold as an exhibition from the word go. That's all I'm saying. Like, you don't gotta play people like that. You know what I'm saying? Flyer frequency was good because it was some, and I'm gonna say this because there's some people that don't know, ain't gonna look at it like that. They like, hey, Jake just beat up with Mike Tyson. Yo, what happened? Now I got asked a couple times. I'm not even lying. Yo, what happened with Mike Tyson? Yo, they asking me like it was Mike for real, bro. Like, what? All right, it was Mike, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, asking me like it was Mike for real. Like, what happened? What happened? He's 58 years old. You know what I'm saying? And they're not throwing punches. That's what happened. What's good, Frequent? What's good, bro? Shout out to A1, man. He said Andre SOG Ward versus Jake Paul. I'll pay to watch it, man. I'll pay to watch. I'd be a real fight. Dre teach him boxing lesson. A1. Circle he'll beat Paul last.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to A1. That'd be funny, man. My MVP Promotions legacy, not Jake legacy. And the MVP Promotions, like, he got some real talent fighting on them cards and stuff like that. So I'm gonna always say, like I said, that's dope. But I just a little disappointed in like how poorly this fight was sold. Like, they sold it, but in the ring, they ain't finished the job. They put too much energy into all the other shit. They got to the ring and forgot that they still got to make this look like they actually fighting each other. And they forgot to do that. And they failed on every level. That shit looked terrible. I think Mike Tyson threw about one real punch in the entire fight. Maybe two. And one of them he landed. The other one he missed on purpose. I promise you that's what I seen. Pulling punches, not pulling the trigger. I was like, okay. All right. So now this talk about what's in the contract is true. Y'all can't knock each other out. Or I hear that if you knock them out, you don't get paid at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, you on the hook. You're on the hook. And that's why people said you sold your legacy. But nah, you just sold some poor entertainment. You were part of the circus. Your legacy stopped when you stopped competing professionally, like real fighting. Get what I'm saying, man? It was good, fam. So that's why my little gripe with Mike. But I don't want no smoke because Mike's still a little nutty up top. You know what I'm saying? Mike surrounding Mike look like he'll still sock you out when he run into you. But yeah, you participated in the circus. You didn't throw no punches. Y'all sold that so poorly. Y'all did a good job barking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even not saying I was highly anticipating y'all fight. I mainly was watching it because I'm a supporter of Mike Tyson. And it is what it is. But Jake Paul, you gotta do better than that for the boxing fans. If you care about boxing fans taking you serious, because you act like you do. I know you want your money. That's obvious. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. But you want the respect of the boxing fans, bro. It's a different road to travel than the one you traveling. The one you traveling is going to get you paid. It's going to keep people talking about you, no doubt. But people will never take you serious, man, because you're not taking chances and risks that real fighters take. Straight like that. We don't want to see no more MMA fighters at all. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see nobody be 58 in the ring ever again. And it's surprising that they even agreed to that fight. Because remember, shout out to Coach Calvin and Bullet. Wasn't Coach Calvin and Bullet supposed to have like a charity fight? And they wouldn't sanction that. And it's crazy. They wouldn't sanction that, but they'll sanction Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. So people all about money, bro. They'll sanction that though. 58. Even after all that stuff he had with them having to pull a plane over and all that health scare he went through, he still got in there and fought. That's what goes to show you, man. It's a nasty business, bro. They only care about their money. They're like, yeah, Mike can still generate some dollars. Throw him in there. 58 stroke. Who cares? It's crazy, bro. Yeah, but Mike got in some pretty damn good shape, didn't he? Facts, Jay. You know it. You know it. All facts, bro. You know it. Slapping the dude on the plane. Yeah, I remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike still got it. Yo, listen to me. he really allowed Jake Paul to survive in his world. I'm gonna tell. I stand firm on that. I do believe if he would have really tried to like fight him, like he tried to fight Roy Jones more than he did Jake. You get me? He really tried to fight Roy more than he fought Jake. He'd have caught Jake with one of them joints that he caught the trainer with when he was working the pads. Man, he probably laid Jake out. It was a point where Mike was fainted and Jake tightened up, man. He thought Mike was about to kill him, man. Thought Mike was about to kill him. I'm telling you. Naked on his stomach, ass out like Mike said. Then they had Mike on TV with his cheeks out. I'm like, bro, y'all bogus. Who was holding the camera? Who thought it was cool? Y'all knew Mike ain't had nothing on, bro. Y'all had G-Pop Mike out, Iron Mike out with his cheeks out, bro. Like I was like, what kind of bogus activity y'all got going on, bro? Netflix count y'all days, man. Out here got Mike exposed out here with no undergarments on, bro. Looking wild. Yeah. It's all about the money though with them. It's probably Jake money drive from having unless he fight a real fight. I was hearing that like and then again, maybe that could have been the reason to go with a Mike Tyson because it's still a interest in people seeing Mike, and maybe he took advantage of that too because I did hear something about that Cal about like those events not doing as good as they be reporting or whatever the case. You know what I mean? Like people were getting tired of the setup fights. So maybe this one gave people a different reason to want to watch it. And again, he was smart with the Serrano and Taylor rematch, right? Putting that up there along with some other real fights too. So he did it the right way, man. So it's not all bad. And I ain't here to, slander him or nothing like that. I think he not selling himself short financially, but from the standpoint of being accepted and looked at as a thorough boxer, even what you doing, some still respect it, but I think to really get the overall respect from the fans, bro, it's a different road to travel. But like I said, that road might not be the one that's leading to $60 million or whatever they saying he made from it, whatever. But I just them numbers be hard to believe. People just be throwing crazy amounts of numbers around, and I don't know, but whatever. I heard something about an $18 million gate, over 72,000 in attendance. Like that's a lot. He said final. Thomas Hill, my God, he's there to get that money, and Mike was the draw. Yeah, Mike was the draw, bro. Mike was the draw. Feel like Mike could have fought, bro. Right, Holyfield, Lennox, man, all them. That's what I'm saying, Jay. He could have done that. He really could have. That's where he ain't have to do it at. You get what I'm saying? You ain't have to be part of Jake Circus, man. You could have got one of the other OGs to get in there and run it. You know what I mean? 58 is wild work, though, man. Nah, man. Nah, it's not really. I feel like again, I didn't. It's just the fact that you tried to sell it like a real fight rather than the exhibition that it was, right? He didn't trick me. I ain't get tricked even by Jake, but I definitely thought that it wouldn't be that bad of a sell. Like they sold it very poorly in the ring. Like you clearly knew they was pulling punches and not trying to hit each other. It was crazy. It's crazy work. Little live sparring match with no headgear with Tyson. Just a little playful sparring match. Just a little playful sparring match. But yeah, man, my overall take, man, that shit could be damaging to the sport because of, you got people that work forever and never get that opportunity to fight for that kind of money and shit like that. And you get to play right in their face with this shit. You know what I mean? And pretend that you doing and taking the risks and chances that they're taking, knowing that if you could stop this today and you'll be just fine. Like that's another thing. You got a lot of people that they got to do this and this is their way out. You know what I mean? And you over here playing. And that's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody in the hood playing but you. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. All things, my guy. Yeah, Holyfield got did bad by Victor Belfort. Yeah, nah, it was free. If you had Netflix anyway, it was free. It was free. Tyson made 20 mil. That's what I heard, Boxing Hacker. I did hear Tyson made 20. I heard Jake, somebody said something 60 mil or something like that with Jake. You know, you never know with these numbers. I don't care, but that's why I say, man, just fight real people. Don't sell us some BS. Beat to the is us. You know what I'm saying? Don't sell us that. Don't do us like that. I mean, boxing fans could be a bit gullible, but we know that wasn't no damn fight. We ain't stupid. We ain't foolish. Now I mean that ain't it. That ain't it. The event in and of itself, it could be good for boxing, but not if he's selling that as a real fight. You don't sell a scripted exhibition as a real fight ever. Don't do that. You it's almost disrespectful to the real talent that's on the card. You get what I'm saying? So that's my only issue, man. But keep making your money, which is what he gonna do anyway. But you see Arthur Better Be, man, he threw his name in the hat. So Jake, you know what I'm saying, what you gonna do, Jake? What you gonna do, Jake? You get me, Jakey boy? Fight Jake at 230, I could make that way easy. broke the stream, spinal. Yeah, Big Supreme there. Broke the stream. Yeah, they did break the stream. My joint was buffering. And go out like Holyfield. Nah, he didn't PGH. He still had. That's how I know Mike had way more in him. 40 mil, whatever it was. That's a lot of money in 16 minutes, man. Kudos to them for being able to put together an event where they could facilitate that type of money in that shorter time with that kind of effort. But again, you know, as the boxing fan in me, be a little annoyed by some of this shit. You know what I mean? Netflix beat up about that streaming issues. Yeah, they sure is. They sure is, Kyle. They sure is. They about to start probably offering the next month half price of free. The way people been complaining. Jake better be where 20 out and still get stopped, Cash, and still get stopped. Jake could come in there. That better be come in there with them sock'em boppers, them Hulk smash joints on, and still get him out of there. Yeah. Right. 58-year-old. Yeah, I'm telling 58 is crazy. Yeah, keep complaining. Shit, you know that shit. You know the people, man. These movements nowadays, people, you piss the people off the wrong way, man. They take a hit, they ask to care, hit them pockets. People start canceling subscriptions and shit. Think SG better be. A lot of boxers getting thirsty for the pay and exposure. All over the place. I need someone to flatline clown. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. PJ's just looking crazy. He flexing. He doing the minimum amount of work, getting crazy paydays. I know the fighters like, man, what the hell, but some of them probably respect it, you know. And man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm busy. Jake might punch me into the ring post somewhere. Jake be looking juice to the gills. Jake might punch me to the ring post somewhere. Y'all might have to help me up. Y'all might have to help me up. I'm busy. Jake was like he eat weights and everything. Jake a big boy. Jake was about 230. Jake about 230. Big boy. Nah, I ain't playing no games with Jake. Everyone's a script. You want to fight Jake Paul? Name of the movie, Great White Hope. Man, hey, Rube, man, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, bro. I don't think you lying, Brody. We know that Tinker's about to fight with Mount Roach. So I know it's good with Jake. Nah, I ain't that much annoying in the world, man. The only way I could be annoyed is if it wasn't a real fighter of substance, bro. You know, only way I could be truly annoyed if I know that, you know, his intent wasn't where it was at from the get. Like, I ain't tripping on that. Lamont Roach said y'all got him effed up, too. You did? Lamont Roach said y'all got, but yeah, overall, Tyson, Paul, that type of shit we really don't need because we don't need 58-year-olds competing against 27-year-olds. That's simple and plain. I ain't feeling bad for nobody. Tyson, a grown man, he can handle himself. But that man had a whole successful career. Love him or hate him. He don't need to be snatched out of retirement 58 for nobody's entertainment. But that's what he want to do. Hey, but Jake, you should do better. You got the power to, so do better. That was a rigged ass fight. Y'all didn't really fight. Y'all played, and everybody know. The jig is up. The jig is up. But let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep rolling because Saturday was a good card. You know what I mean? I like this card Saturday, man. I was looking forward to see how Williams and Payton and Tevin Farmer was going to play out because, for some time now we've been hearing that, he get past him. He's looking to fight Shakur next and blah, 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 blah. So, I was looking forward to see what was going to happen in this fight. And hopefully we can get to a better fight between him and Shakur, hopefully, right? People feel like that's a dangerous style matchup with Shakur. And it's definitely something different than what he's seen. Zepeda's a fighter through and through. He throw a lot of punches. He bring a lot of pressure. Man, he was suffocating Tevin Farmer in there. He impressed me the way he fought. I just never anticipated Tevin Farmer fighting like that. Thought he was going to utilize his legs more lateral movement, make it a little harder for Zepeda, which I believe he could have done, but then who knows? I don't know exactly what his legs is at this age. I think Tev like 35 now, so I'm not quite sure if his legs is all the way together, but we wouldn't know he didn't use them. William old school, my brother. Was good with it, bro. Tank fought a ghost, a dog, and then fighting a roach with smoking everything. You stupid. Bars were great before, but his odds are the same. And he had this little weird twitch. With his head. He kept like lifting his head up. Did y'all catch that? This little twitch from Tevin Farmer? I just kept seeing him do it. And I noticed in the ring, like in the post fight in the ring, he was like holding his head, hands on his head. It seemed like he was trying to stop himself from doing it. He had like this weird twitch that he kept like looking up to the ceiling almost. I know y'all had to see that. I know it wasn't just me. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to build on it, man. This was a great fight, by the way, by Tevin Farmer. I want to say that, bro. That just looks so crazy. It's weird. I ain't used to that, bro. I don't know no other fight where I seen him do it that much. That was like every couple seconds he was like doing it. Like he'd get hit with a shot and just do it. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Just like some weird twitch, bro. I don't know. It was weird. Hey, Cal, you get what I'm saying, bro? It looked like something, and nobody brought that up. Why nobody bringing that up? That can't be good. Because it looked involuntary, Cal. It looked involuntary. Like, he kept doing it. Like, this is the first fight I've ever seen him do it. I don't know what the hell that was. It was wild. I think it just looked like an involuntary twitch, man. It looked crazy. I don't know what that. I never seen him do it, bro. I never seen him do it. He said, call that cluck twitch. Where I'm from. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was strange. But look, he went out here and he fought Williams and Payton, missed 100 punches a round, and he had several rounds where he got up to that 100 punches or so. Tevin Farmer was fighting him right in the pocket, catching shots, rolling with shots, getting hit with shots, but Tevin Farmer, surprisingly, y'all, he looked like the bigger puncher. He liked the bigger puncher at 35. That was crazy. He got the knockdown over Williams and Payton. I didn't anticipate him doing that. I did not anticipate him dropping this dude. He dropped him, yo. I'm saying, I got you. Yeah, we definitely jumping Mr. and probably take him right on now, Yeah, man. J boxing, that twitch. Yeah, it looked crazy, right, Cal? It looked a little concerning. Like, I've just never seen somebody have to keep twitching like that in a fight. I've never seen it too since boxing. Peace to the queen. How you feeling to that? It was weird. So you felt like Tevin won? Yeah, man, he did. I think just the style of fight that he fought made it, it's like we appreciated it. It was entertaining, but it was very risky because he fought the kind of fight that Zepeda wanted him to fight, right? Instead of making him earn it. And in some ways, I felt like he had to keep him honest and fight him up off him. But I think he kind of gave him too much of what he was looking for, right? Staying right there with him. Like, he didn't have to go looking for you. He didn't have to work for it. You was just right there fighting like chest to chest, rolling with shots, leaning, tying him up. You know what I mean? You'll, jump out of range here or there. But for the most part, you was fighting him. It was a fight more so than a boxing match. And you look like the heavier puncher. You was landing the bigger shots. The more eye-catching shots, that's crazy. You're not a knockout artist and none of that. But he was landing them shots. He was landing them. Yeah, the little twitch, it was crazy. The twitch was crazy. Yeah, he said they ain't drug test him. Y'all know him on it. I got y'all. I got you. Yes, sir. So I just didn't know what that was, but he fought a tough ass fight. He took a lot of shots, but he blocked a lot, caught him, like he weathered the storm. I believe he got rocked a couple of times, but he kept his composure. And he, like I said, he the one that ended up getting a knockdown in the fight, which ended up being very impressive to me. He put Zepeda on his ass.
Oh! Catch and shoot shot from Farmer. Both too soon.
Sat his ass down. You know what I'm saying? A great shot. Picture perfect, man. And he looked like he hurt him a couple times. Tevin Farmer was cracking Saturday night, man. Surprisingly, man. He looked like more of a puncher than I've seen in recent fights, man. And I think he showed some real chinks in Zepeda armor, to be honest with you. I think he showed some real chinks. If you was using this fight to prepare for Shakur, I walk out of there after Saturday night feeling like he didn't provide you with the look that you truly gonna need, because Shakur not fighting you that way. I mean, I don't see why he would. Like, he can make your fight so much easier from a physical standpoint. It's about being smart. And you were fighting his kind of fight. You did very good fighting his style of fight, but I think he kind of wore you down a stretch. And I think that's where he kind of took it from you. But Tevin Farmer, man, for the second fight in a row, man, I think there's an argument that he could have won. He got the knockdown. I don't know, man. He was beating Zepeda up a little bit, man. Success from mid-range, but he kept fighting him on the inside. That's what he like. And I just think he's a better combination puncher overall than Tevin Farmer. And he throw more punches. So if you're going to be in his wheelhouse, you allowing him to get off 100 punches around. You got to control distance and range. You're not doing that by fighting him, you know what I mean, close like that. Allow him to work both sides of your body. And he was doing that. He was like relentless. That dude did not stop throwing punches, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, yo, Jay, that twitch ain't look right. Ted moved forward more in the later rounds. He might have pulled it off. Yeah, I think he was tired. I think he was a little spent, too. I think he was a little spent, Cal. I think he was. Yeah, his defense ain't the best, but he get them punches in there. He got a really good two-handed body attack that I like. Farmer should have never went through with the fight. Zepeda definitely should have been drug tested. Hey, man, yeah, this is crazy. So let's talk about it. He said, why wasn't me and Zepeda drug tested? I asked multiple times in the locker room before we fought. They said after the fight and still no test. I'm just saying, boxing is dirty. You never know. Thank you to all my supporters. And all I'm saying is, if man got to pester y'all about drug testing and y'all telling them, okay, after the fight and then nothing happened, that shit, it shouldn't happen, though. It really should. Because I'm willing to bet you, when you fight Shakur, if you fight Shakur, you're going to get drug tested. I'm willing to bet you that. I'm willing to bet you won't slip through with whatever. I mean, I just don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. I ain't going to lie. I ain't about to reach, because I don't think Zepeda look like something that he don't never look like. So I ain't about to go there. But that is a little sketchy, telling somebody that, yeah, we're going to test you after the fight and then don't do it like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie to you, but Zepeda look like the same buzzsaw that he always is. In some spots, he got exploited. Some of his weaknesses got exploited. I ain't gonna say he chinny for getting dropped. That was a well-placed shot. It was one he didn't see. That's why he got put down. So I don't think he chinny, but I think he, like I said, he proved to me what I already knew. Tevin Farmer allowed him to be in his sweet spots because he stood right there in the pocket with him all night and really didn't make him go looking for him. Corey ain't gonna stand there and fight him like that because it wouldn't be smart. You got to, that's catching a lot of punches. It just don't make sense to try to fight a guy that throw that many punches that way, unless you a knockout artist and you gonna, catch and shooting and place shots and get him out of there. But other than that, you neutralize him, control distance and range. You don't let him get to his sweet spots. You don't let him plant his feet, and he can't get up to 100 punches around. You seen Tevin Farmer did that in some spots as well, where he had rounds where he kept him down like 40-something, 50 punches. So, and he did some of that, like I said, just fighting them. So you really make him earn it. You don't know how you're going to look in there. BN Boxing News. What's good, BN? How you feeling, bro? I don't know what it is. The Generation Boxing got a chin. It's crazy. Yeah, man, it's wild. So, look, man, I don't know. You said it wasn't no drug testing. They did go in there. They put together a strong 10 rounds. Look, Tevin Farmer for the second fight in a row. Very close, razor-thin decision. And he just don't get the nod. I said this, y'all. I said this. I knew Tevin Farmer could give him this type of fight. I'm not surprised at all. I am a little bit by his willingness to fight in the pocket that often, that much, without using lateral movement, using the ring and stuff like that. But in terms of making it tough as a payday, no, I'm not surprised at all. I said he could do this, but I also said the way he fought him was very important. He can't fight a kind of fight that's ebbs and flows back and forth. Like, it can't be that. You would need this to be more one of those kind of swimming without getting wet performances where you hitting him and he ain't hit, he's swinging and missing, and you catching him missing, making him miss, making him pay. It had to be one of them, and it had to be consistently like that to me. Like, if it was back and forth, ebbs and flows, and he's sitting up there being able to throw 100 punches around and multiple rounds over, you're not winning a fight like that with him. He's a younger guy. They pushing him. You get what I'm saying? He got 30 wins now, over 30 wins. Nah, that's Oscar God. You can't afford to fight none of these guys close like this. You're not going to get none of those decisions over those homes, a top-ranked guy, whether it's Muay Thai. A close fight ain't going to cut it. Unfortunately, that's where you at. Same thing with Zepeda. I don't believe, like, you'll beat him. You was going to fight the kind of fight where you were just going to blow him out the water. I thought it was going to be like this, and you wasn't going to get the decision. I'm not surprised at all. It's unfortunate because Tevin Farmer really can't catch a break when it comes to a decision, bro. He can't get a good decision. He can't get a decision. If it's a close fight, he is not going to win. You could guarantee it. If it's a close fight, he is not going to win. He is not going to get the decision, bro. So it sucks for him, but this dude a real warrior, man. Much respect to Tevin Farmer, bro. He put on a great fight for the second fight in a row. He gave Muay Thai hell. I think he beat Muay Thai. I think they took a point purposely to put him in a situation to lose. That was a gift for Muay Thai. No disrespect to him. He's looked better since then, but then he got in there with Zepeda. I think he hurt himself down the stretch because he got tired, and I think he allowed Zepeda to work, and he had to, just keep fighting him off him. I just think he should have fought a different fight. You know what I mean? I respect the aggressive nature that he, was coming with, fight, pushing him forward. I noticed that whenever he pushed Zepeda back, he had his best moments too. You know what I'm saying? Zepeda showed me, he can't fight the best going backwards. And I'm not completely sold that he's a guy that can go get you. I'm not completely sold. I'm not saying he can't, but Tevin Farmer really didn't display that, so we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think him and Shakur just fight so much different after seeing the way he applied himself, on Saturday. It's going to be a totally different look. Now I see people asking the question, could Shakur do what Tevin Farmer do? And this is with no disrespect to Tevin Farmer. Do what did Tevin Farmer do? Lose? Go out there and get hit a whole bunch by just fighting him right in the pocket? Nah, I don't think you're going to see him do that. I absolutely do not think you're going to do that. I don't think he's going to fight that way. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he has to fight that way. You get what I'm saying? Again, you do what works for you. You do what gets the job done. Again, I'm not knocking Tevin Farmer because it was a fun fight. But again, that style of fight is not going to win him over because, one, he don't throw as many punches as Zepeda. Two, that's putting him in a position. You don't have to work for him because you're meeting him right in his wheelhouse where he's able to just work with two hands and try to outwork you. Shakur, that's not even a smart fight. Unless Shakur is a knockout artist, I wouldn't expect him to fight him that way. It would be stupid. Why would he do that? Now, in spots, I believe he can fight him in the pocket because I've seen him do that and shit. So many of his fights, despite what people saying, like, I really watch it without being emotional. Like, I've seen him fight in the pocket and beat guys up doing it. But somebody that's looking to throw 100 punches around or more, it's probably not in your best interest to stand right in his wheelhouse where he can work. So, again, Shakur is going to be a lot smarter than Tevin Farmer, and he going to fight his fight. So, I don't think you got to fight like Tevin Farmer did and try to back him up that way. That's not his style. I think he can box and move and just be smart and outpoint him and just embarrass him, to be honest with you. I do. He could just make it a hard night for Zepeda, But, it's two sides to the coin. Zepeda showed the ability to be able to cut the ring off to a degree, right? Can he do it with somebody like Shakur is the question. Can Shakur keep a guy that's throwing 100 punches around off him with controlling distance and range alone? Can he do that, counter punching and stuff like that? It's questions to be asked and answered on both sides, and that's why it's a good fight. different style contrast. You get what I'm saying? You got the pressure fighter, you come forward, Mexican guy, throw good body punches with both hands, strong, got a lot of knockouts. But he only know one way, that's coming forward. You know what I mean? Mike Kirkland, my bro, what's good with it, Mike? How you feeling? So he only know one way, but that one way is very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So he going, that's just something new to him. Like nobody you fought in 22 fights will bring that kind of pressure. Nobody you fought in 22 fights with those that many punches, right? So, and he got a fair amount of experience. He got over 30 fights. So, you know what I mean? You got something to deal with. You got a two-handed guy that's gonna be looking to hurt you, try to hurt you. So that's his best chance. But again, you just gotta outsmart him. I don't think Tevin Farmer was looking to outsmart Zepeda. I think he was looking to outfight him. And I think that's dangerous because unless you're willing to throw more punches than he is, or you feel like you can slip and block that many punches in the inside while getting your work off, then that's a stupid game plan. And surprisingly for Tevin Farmer, it turned out to be entertaining, was smart, but in ways it just wasn't the best thing for him to do. I think he could have mixed it up. You could have had your moments where you pushed him back and fought him and boxed him. I think if the longer you would have kept it a boxing match, the more of an advantage you would have had. That was a fight. Y'all were fighting. And I'm like, again, if you can't keep up with his punch output, that's not necessarily the best game plan. So I don't see Shakur throwing 100 punches around either. So he's not coming forward to just stand in the pocket and allow a guy to get off. That would make the fight too easy for him. You know what I'm saying? And again, he's a lot smarter than what Tevin Farmer showed. Tevin Farmer is smarter than what he showed. I just think he wanted to prove a point that he was gonna fight him. Nobody in my keep sweat voice. Nobody. Think Abdullah can beat Tevin now? Yeah. Shakur got beat Zepeda ass. Let's see him giving it to Zepeda on punches thrown. He's just straight ass and corrupt. They terrible, but I got faith in his smarts and his IQ and how to handle that guy and not stand right there in front of him. You get me? You got to have a really, really good game plan for that if you're going to stand right in front of him. And I'm saying for the entirety of the fight, I just think it'd be a tougher fight for Shakur to do that. Great as his defense is, that's a lot of slipping and sliding. That's a lot of punches to evade. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot of work rather than you seen how a guy like Floyd neutralizing Maidana that like to throw upwards 80 to 100 punches around, right? Distance and range, baby. If I control that and I'm not there when you plant your feet, make the fight very hard for you. And of course, not just make you miss, make you pay. You don't want to see him jumping out of range over and over again, right? You want to see him, controlling range and distance the right way. Kind of, how he did with Valdez being a puncher, having about, 20-some, 30 wins or so, almost, right? Valdez need a performance like that clean. Beat him right up, be smart. You know what I mean? Just be smarter than him. You know what I mean? And that's what I see him winning the fight off, IQ and smarts, rather than just trying to physically outdo him. And I think that's what Tevin was doing. It wasn't I'm gonna use all my skills and outbox you. I'm gonna outfight you while utilizing skills. And like I said, you didn't utilize your entire bag, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? He didn't utilize his legs. I don't know how much his legs still there or not there right now either, but I expected more lateral movement. Like, again, just can't stand there and let somebody tee off unless you can keep up with them with punch output. And if you can't, then that's a risky game plan because although you was catching and rolling with a lot of shots, arms, elbows, and gloves, but some of them getting home, body, head, they getting in there. You get what I'm saying? So it's a risky ass game plan unless you really got the firepower to hurt the dude eventually. You get what I'm saying? So, and Tevin, great fight. You know what I mean? Very entertaining, but he could have did something different, I think, and made the fight look better for him. Mike Kirkland, just want to support the real. That's love, man. I appreciate all your support, family. Much love to my guy, Mike.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Mike Kirkland. Appreciate you, bro. So that's where I'm at, man. Fun fight though. You had Farmer winning. Yeah, man. I ain't mad at that. He fought. I think the only place he hurt himself the most was down the stretch because I thought he got a little winded and I thought he was like kind of tying up a bit. You know what I mean? To kind of catch a second win, and I was allowing you know, Zepeda don't really stop throwing punches, and that's what it was. He was constantly throwing punches. Tevin had a few lulls where he had to like get his wits about him, right? Where he kind of let him get off for a little bit. He handled himself very well, very well. Rolled with a lot of shots, like he did a great job, man. But again, it's only so many punches you could duck and dodge, like right in range. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's a lot. And I don't think Tevin Farmer's reflexes and defense is exactly where it was at, because he's not in his prime. Respect to him. He's still very good, talented, but not in his absolute physical prime, because I think if he was, he would have fought a different kind of fight. Full camp because he got sick to the stomach. You got a full camp. He stopped Kid Austin. Nah, that's possible. I mean, stuff like that happen, Benzo. I don't call everything an excuse. That be happening. Fighters get sick sometimes and they just proceed with the fight. He still gave a good fight, even being sick. So he showed me. I will watch him. Right, 2 cents. Right. Yeah, and great question. Nobody brought that type of pressure. That's why I said it's going to be an entertaining fight. Can't just say automatically, it's going to be easy, because it's things that is going to be presented to Shakur, I believe, on fight night that the rest of these guys haven't presented to him yet. That's just being real. Zepeda is a different guy. Even he said it. This should be fun. He threw all these punches, right? He acknowledging it. He accepting the challenges. He like, yo, this should be fun, trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with this guy. But right off the bat, as I always said, and I'm going to keep saying, I believe one of those ways is definitely distance and range. Like, for a guy you not there or available when somebody set their feet, those guys like Zepeda that rely on stationary targets, or guys being in front of them or in their sweet spots, as I like to call it. If you got somebody that's constantly present you with a moving target, changing levels, and being, smart and slick in there, give you a much different outlook. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be entertaining to see, and I hope they do get in the ring. I hope nothing stop the fight. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking that too, Big Supreme. I ain't going to lie. I was thinking that Farmer was 4 years younger. It was a few years younger. I swear I was sitting there thinking, like, man, I know this would be a different fight. But look, great fight nonetheless. But again, y'all know it. If you fight it's common sense. Like, you gotta be. If you can't keep up with his punch output and you gonna fight him in the pocket, you get what I'm saying? They're gonna score a lot of the rounds for him, activity alone, even if you blocking the punches and getting them back, which I believe that's exactly what was happening. But you allowed a lot of shots to get home. Wolfhound was good with it. Shout out to Benzo, man. Shout out to John. So I feel like 12 rounds to pay the stops. My wins more convincingly. Shout out to John. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel if y'all have it, man. So tell him not throwing anything. That's why I think hurt him, John. I ain't gonna lie. I think he was a little inactive. He had some lulls down the stretch, and the back end, the back four. I'll say from like 8 to 12 or so, 9 to 12. He had some rounds where he looked like he felt the pace of the fight. And that is what I believe. Again, this is why we talk about this. This is why we build. Shout out. I much love to Tevin Farmer, bro. You arguably got a case for winning your last 2 fights against real opponents. 2 undefeated back-to-back opponents, bro. I respect everything about him. But again, you did not fight the smartest fight possible. You did not. You did not. You fought that guy in the pocket. You didn't need to do that. He's gonna win off activity alone. You get what I'm saying? Off activity alone. Once they start putting up them stats and they showing that he's throwing 100 punches in a round, there you go. You don't want that. And that is the thing. The most impressive aspect to William Zepeda's game, I think, is his body punching. He's a 2-handed body puncher, right? And the volume. That's what the judges see from his fights. When they judge his fights, that's what they see. A lot of volume. You can't let him do what he normally do in fights. That's why Shakur is different. If he is to win the fight, it's going to be because he's able to limit the shit that he does well. That's what you're supposed to do. With fighting him that way, you allow him to do what he does best, which is work and throw punches. You can't spend the entire fight fighting him like that. Now, I respect it. Very brave, but not the smartest. You got to limit him. When that stat keep coming up there and it's popping up, oh, he just threw 100 and something punches this round. Oh, he threw another 80 or 100 punches this round. Bro, it looked like he just outworking you. You get what I'm saying? And not all of them are getting home. I agree. Like, you was given better. Tevin Farmer was given better than he was getting at times. He looked like the harder puncher, but it's not the smarter thing to do, because volume is going to win over. Then you get what I'm saying? That's what it was. Just volume, just throwing a whole bunch of punches. And you can't fight like that. You can't, yo. He's going to fight him much differently than that. He's going to limit what he does best. At least that's what he's going to try to do. He's not going to allow him to do what he does best, and that's work. The fight, and I'm telling you, that's my guy. The fight is that much more difficult if he's able to throw upwards to 100 punches a round. Then I'm concerned for how the fight would look, because that's a lot of work. That's a lot of punches to be slipping. He throwing them to the body, to the head. He don't get tired. He don't care if you crack him once or twice. You get what I'm saying? You just don't fight that kind of fighter unless you really got something hot waiting for him. You just don't fight like that. Be on the back foot trying to pick shots, go out to fight him at points. Yeah, I think you pick your spots, 2 cents. I think you pick your spots. You get what I'm saying? But you can't spin the fight like that, because what I'm saying, 2 cents, if you spin the fighting that way, and you pretty much fighting a guy off of you from throwing 100 punches around, he pretty much doing what he typically do in fights. You got to limit that. So if you're as William Zepeda, you got to limit Shakur being that good defensively. You got to create an issue for him that other guys aren't able to present, where you can hit him a lot more than anybody else. So that's not the easiest challenge. So they both got challenges. You got one trying to keep a pressure fighter that's going to throw punches relentlessly for 12 rounds. Don't bank on them getting tired. If you bank on that, you're in trouble. You get me? So you got to be in great shape for one. You got to be in great shape, but you got to have a great game plan. You got to be disciplined all the way through. You got to be smart and switched on. I think Shakur fits that bill, but it still is just not an easy fight. This is why you want to see it. Stylistically, Zepeda can present issues. So I think there are times where you have to fight, but then again, like I said, man, I've seen it time and time again before, when these guys are used to fighting dudes that allow them to get off and don't have the legs and the wherewithal to get out of danger and to get out of range and control range and distance consistently and get their shit off. You get what I'm saying? When they finally run into somebody that's able to do that, they have problems because they can't get to their sweet spots. It's not easy for them to plant their feet and just work. If a guy's not there, it's hard for you to hit him. So it's not about running. It's lateral movement. It's being smart, changing levels, presenting a moving target. You don't want to stand right in front of William Zepeda. I don't think so. Not if you're a boxer. Yeah, that's your MO. You're a pure boxer. I don't think your game plan should be to stand right in front of him. But like the Queen mentioned, there are moments where you might have to sit down, bite down, and fight him a little bit, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Mix it up, but do that shit on your terms. And that's the thing. Shakur has shown the ability to be able to control pace. This would be interesting with Zepeda because he accelerates the pace. He don't let you control the pace because he going to outwork you. You get what I'm saying? So I want to see how you're going to deal with that, especially if they make this fight, like I said, if everything go according to plan, because something tell me that Picasso was good with it. I could feel a little something. IVS was good, fan. He said juice to the limit. You get the benefit of the doubt. Mortal, yep. Fight to get a decision. Yep. I agree. He doesn't have the chin or body resistance Farmer has. I mean, that's tough to say, Benzo. You wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? It'd be Shakur's first time fighting there. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what his chin is. I mean, you still got people questioning that. So again, he didn't look like no devastating puncher to me, but he's a volume guy. He's looking to overwhelm you, outwork you, and wear you down. And Shakur obviously is looking to outsmart you, pick his shots, box on his terms. That's the thing. You got to do it on your terms. When you do fight him, you do it on your terms. But by all means, I think it's smart to keep it a boxing match as long as possible. If it's a boxing match, that's not what William Zepeda is looking to do. William Zepeda is looking to fight, not box. So that's it for me. That's the tell of two fights, right? You either keep it a boxing match, or you allow it to be a fight. And if it's a fight, then you run the risk, like I said, of getting clipped with something or allowing him to work and wear you down. And the judges will see that the same way they seen it with Farmer. You just can't allow him to do that. You get what I'm saying? No scenario where you want to sit and allow that dude to just work. You get what I'm saying? That's dangerous. It's a dangerous approach, and it's probably not the smartest either. You get me? So my bad, y'all. I'm just doing something really quick. Okay. My bad, y'all. I was fixing something. So yeah, man. Interesting fight, man. I hope that it does happen. I mean, this was supposed to be, I guess, preparation for Shakur with him fighting Tevin Farmer. And look, it was a damn good fight between the two. Tev did get the only knockdown in the fight. He fought hard, man, and he deserved his flowers, man. He didn't get the nod in his second fight in a row. Undefeated guy, very close decision. But I think down the stretch is where the fight was lost for him. Where I think, again, that style of fight is very brave. But if you at any point that you can't maintain that pace or keep up with it, it's going to go bad. So that's where it's bad. Although very brave and entertaining, and he was very successful, the issue was ultimately he wasn't able to maintain it fully, completely for 12 rounds. And I think it's no knock to him. I think that's extremely hard to do when you're allowing somebody to throw that many punches at you. And you got to fight them all, block, move, and you throwing your own where you get. It's a lot. It's a lot. I think that shit will burn your fuse. So it's about making the fight easier for yourself. And if you're going to fight a guy's style of fighting, then you're making it easier for him and harder for yourself. And it's just that simple. It's that simple. So again, I don't know about y'all, but I definitely thought Tevin Farmer was going to utilize the ring, lateral movement, his legs kind of looked to make him miss more, make him pay, but he elected to fight this dude, and it was what it was. Good fight, but hopefully all roads lead to Shakur and Zepeda next for February. This fight been talked about long enough, and I'm ready to see it. It's a different challenge for him, and I think with a win, the right kind of performance moves him in the right direction where he need to keep moving, right? So let's see it, man. Zepeda, they asked him about it. The only thing I feel, the little snag, as I was mentioning earlier, I forgot to mention how he spoke about it. Like, if he's next in, yeah, come on. Like, it almost sound like it don't sound promising, but hopefully that's just the translator speaking. You know what I mean? For him. You know what I'm saying? He got all the skills in there. He do. And he just want to see him on display. So his grandfather saying you're gonna see one of the best versions of him when he get back. So I'm gonna hold him to that because he training him. So I'm gonna hold him to it. Right, ain't really lose. Yeah, close, tough fight, bro. Tank Doug Farmer for sure. Nah, he didn't duck him. Tank didn't duck Farmer. We was talking about that earlier, and we already kind of like disproved that. But nah, he didn't duck Farmer, bro. Like Tevin Farmer can't even tell you Tank ducked him. Nobody in boxing can tell you Tank Davis actually ducked him. People probably speculate. What they'll do is they'll tell you when he was supposed to make a particular fight, but still in all, nobody can ever tell you paperwork came and he turned it down, or a fight came up and he was like, nah, don't give me that fight. Nah, it just didn't happen. I forget what it was again. Tevin Farmer, it was something with Tevin and his side, though. Yeah, it wasn't Tank. Video on dude did not. John, man, I don't know what you talking about, bro. I'm gonna tell you again. You just talking. What contract was out between Tevin Farmer and Tank? You can't duck somebody just because they're talking about a fight and it don't happen. You gotta make sense, bro. So all that fanboy shit, take that somewhere else, man. You're not speaking facts. You just talking. Who in here agrees that Tank Davis ducked Tevin Farmer? That type of shit to get you blocked. Don't talk about some random shit as facts. That's bullshit. I don't know what boxing you've been watching and what world that you in where you could type with your keyboard, your phone, whatever device you on, and tell me Tank Davis ducked Tevin Farmer. That's facts. The hell is wrong with you? Were you making up your facts? You making up your own facts, dude? The hell wrong with y'all? And what is y'all hate towards Tank Davis? Tell your favorite fighter, whoever his soft ass is, to get in there and fight him. We can't be making up our own facts. Nobody in here will agree to that. Not a single soul. You just making up shit. Don't do that. Don't ever call me no fanboy. You goofy, man. You just making up shit. Tank duck the Tevin Farmer. No contract been sent out. There you go. Some shit with the money. There you go. Get that shit out of here, man. He ain't duck nothing. What duck Tevin Farmer for what? How many losses? No disrespect to Tevin Farmer, bro. But man, he can't do nothing with Tank, bro. He can't. He would not beat Tank. I don't know what. Even at his absolute best, he wouldn't beat him. Hell no. Stop. Don't do that. He got to get his way. I love Tevin Farmer, bro. But nah, hell nah. We ain't about to just make people ducks. We can't do that. Shout out to my guy, Tay D. William Old School. Peace, bro. Peace. Von Down Gaither. What's good, bro? Yeah, man. That should be dumb. Why do we do that? Why do we want these fighters? I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna say this. The more you educate yourself on the sport of boxing, I don't have all the answers. I never will. But you will understand that a lot of these fights not happening don't be having shit to do with ducks. I'm telling you, bro. Like guys don't even be able to get to that point. It don't be no offers drawn up, no contracts, no none of that. There's no ducking to happen. Somebody, I don't know, y'all don't know what it takes. Y'all don't know what a duck is. Y'all really don't. I don't know what a duck is. And then when you see one, you don't call it out. That man, look, Tevin Farmer and Tank would have been a good fight back then, but he probably missed his opportunity. You know what I'm saying? D-Free was good with it. But we ain't about to make up no lie. Tank ain't never ducked none of these dudes. There's not a single fighter in boxing that can say that, and it'd be a fact. Not one. A lot of these fights don't even get to that point where you can call somebody a duck. It don't. Just like I'm getting tired of the Loma. That shit is all just draining. Can't wait to Tank Davis come back and fight so I could celebrate his win. And why y'all be mad in the comments talking about who he should have fought. Pissed off every day arguing. Shout out to him, man. I hope he get his fight when he's supposed to so we can see him do his thing. But we ain't about to put the jacket on him. Al Booger, what's good, family? Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, yo, he'll do something bad to him. He just don't like overall. It would be you got to be super consistent with Tank. He make enough mistakes, I think, for any boxing fan that's watching to know that I don't think that fight ends well for him at any point in his career. Like, dude, I know this happened years ago, but go check out the only person to knock out Tevin Farmer. That was Jose Pedraza. Did you see what Tank did to him? And he fought him when Jose Pedraza was at the top of his game. He stopped Tevin Farmer. Like Tevin, I don't do triangle theories, but I'm just telling you, look at the skill set and think about that. That y'all just be hoping, man. That shit. Nah, not nobody. You can't make that many mistakes and beat that kid, man. You're not beating him making that kind of mistakes, especially with the kind of fight he just fought. You could never fight him like that. That should be all bad. R. Stokes was good, fam. All good, bro. Yeah, they did a man to bad, man. Flossy Sports was good with it, family. How you feeling, bro? But have your opinions, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't about to do that. That man ain't ducking nobody. And I feel bad. It's frustrating because the powers that be or the people that be in position that know, they leave all the important details out that make their talking points when it come to that man. That's why if I was him, I'd keep doing exactly what I'm doing. He's showing that it's a hell of a lot of people that's happy when he show up. So keep doing right what he doing. Farmer got stopped twice. Did he? Hold on. Let me look. But yeah, man, nonetheless, y'all, that was a good fight, man. Good effort again from Tevin Farmer, bro. He put on a spectacular performance from him. You know what I mean? He did, man. He took Williams and paid into some deep waters, man. Some deep waters. Well, yeah, matter of fact, in his pro debut, you know, that pro debut, he got stopped in his pro debut. But, you know, Pedraza, somebody, you know, that Tank fought as well and beat the hell out of him. He stopped in, his professional debut. Yes, sir. Tank would probably win with Tank star fading. He got to make a big fight soon. Nah, Too Rich was good with it. I don't think it's star fading. I don't think we got nothing to back that. We just got people on YouTube complaining, and the voices are seeming loud because they had a extended period of time to complain. People have an extended amount of period to complain, so you feel like the voices on YouTube and Twitter, social media are actually loud, but they don't really represent the majority. That's just a small percentage of people that's complaining, just for the sake of complaining. They complain every time he fights. So shout out to Tevin Farmer, man. Good fight. Whatever he do, I'll support him. I'll watch him any day of the week, man. He earned that, man. He a real fighter. Even way before this point, been watching Tevin Farmer. And he went on a crazy ass win streak after taking several losses early in his career. Like I said, did get stopped in the pro debut, but he got stopped later on by actual, when he had some experience, got stopped by Pedraza and went on a crazy ass run. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple years for him to lose, man. He took a few years without losing, man. So Tevin Farmer did his thing, man. It's definitely successful career for sure. C Wood, my guy, was good with it, bro. I'm saying Jones, Duck Anthony Johnson, RP Francis in downtime. Shout out to Robert. That's a lot of boxing. My memory can work like Supremes. Yeah, Big Supreme and Encyclopedia. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy. Because he damn sure was on point. I had to pull it up. And I see he got stopped in the pro debut. Francis versus Bones gotta happen. Yeah, shout out to John Jones. That was a good fight this weekend. Stoppage over Stipe Miocic. I think he lost to JoJo because he never worked himself. Fought like 5 times that year. Oh, overworked himself. Yeah. He was fighting a lot. He was fighting a lot. He was kicking ass though. I think he was just trying to stay active, and he was rolling. But JoJo just caught up to him. He had a funny performance, and he was like something was wrong with his eye or something in that fight. It was something weird, like some weird twitch in that fight. It's crazy, but I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but that little twitch that he was showing fighting Zepeda was strange. It was weird to watch, bro. I don't know what the hell he was doing. I swear I didn't know what he was doing. I did not know what he was doing. Yeah, that kick was nuts, man. John Jones is definitely the best UFC fighter for me. Makes MMA fighter ever for me. Yeah, I know, but it's just not like that though, Roja. I ain't never seen that. Name me another fight where he was doing that head twitch thing that I was seeing against Zepeda. I've never seen that in no other fight. But I seen it. The only other time I seen some twitchy stuff was that Jojo Diaz fight. It looked like something was with his eye. But they mentioned it that time. I don't recall what. Damn, my thing was on was it? Nah, I wasn't on mute because I ain't call it. Nah, I don't recall them mentioning that Saturday. I don't know what the hell that was. It was weird. Just like some weird twitch where he just like kept like his head kept jerking upwards. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? I don't know. It was weird. It was weird, man. Shout out to Tevin Farmer. I hope everything is good with him though. That's what I'm saying. Like it just wasn't regular to me. It wasn't regular. Yeah, it was weird. Ant McQueen was good with that JoJo fight, some weird eye twitch, and this one it was like something with his head, neck, or something, and it looked like he was I don't know, it just looked weird. It looked weird every time he got hit. You seen it, right? It was weird. I don't know. I know he been a little twitchy, but that was just strange. I don't know, just like some kept looking up, and it's just like some involuntary movement that he kept like I don't know. It was wild. Shout out to Mark West. Yeah, the JoJo fight, the only one. Anxiety worse than whatever condition he got. It was strange, though. I know that got to be something. That can't just be regular. Like that bothers me, seeing that twitch. It ain't like seeing, like with the little Leo Santa Cruz shake with the glove. Like, that's light compared to what I was saying with Farmer. Because he'll get hit and do it right after getting hit. It was weird. I was like, what the hell is he doing? Like, why he kept doing that? Then he'll walk over after the ring is over. By the time he walk over to the corner of the ring, he done did it like 2-3 times. I'm like, what the hell is that? That's so weird, though. It's so weird, man. So weird. So damn weird. He got skinned in the head. I don't know what the hell happened with Ted, man. But shout out to him, man. Big shout out to him. Great fight, man. He went out there and fought his ass off. and he ain't get the nod, but he, hell with it, man. He fought Zepeda hard. He dropped Zepeda. Has Zepeda ever been down? I don't even know. Has he been down before? I don't know, but he definitely put Zepeda down. He has Zepeda looking very vulnerable and not looking like, he still looked dangerous, but not as dangerous as they've been selling him. He looked beatable with the right game plan, is what I'm saying. I think Tevin definitely ain't give himself the absolute best chance because I think he just should have mixed it up more. That's just my thoughts. Easier said than done. He did what he felt like needed to be done at the time, but it's a very dangerous game if you right in somebody's wheelhouse that's throwing all them punches around. Like, you can't do nothing about that. It's hard to fight that guy off. 5 times in 14 months, yeah, he was scrapping. He might have ran into a wall, which has been real bad in the corner. Yeah, when they was talking to him, you kept seeing it, right? The Twitch, they might have overtrained. I don't know what that was, y'all. It was a little bogus though. And then we seen Jose Ramirez and what's his name? Arnold Barboza Jr. Shout out to Arnold Barboza Jr. I think I slept on him a little bit. I think I underrated him a little bit. I ain't saying I'm going crazy over him, but I ain't give him credit for how smart he is. I think he fought the perfect fight for Jose Ramirez. And remember, y'all, I didn't make a pick. I just kept saying if Jose Ramirez can get up to that gear that he used to get into, he can beat him. I only seen flashes of that. I seen like 1 or 2 flashes. I seen it. I seen like 1 or 2 flashes up there. 1 or 2 flashes of him looking like something. I just didn't. He let his hands go in combination a couple times, and it just didn't look good at all. At all. He said he might have Tourette's. I don't know what he got, but it was strange. But Bosa's last fight was trash. The fight before, right? 2 cents. The fight before this one. Yeah, I think, and I get it. Now, I know sometimes you just have a flat performance and you just got to get through it and you win. But this one was impressive, the way he controlled Ramirez. Like, he took enough steps back. He just neutralized them. Like, he just didn't look good. He got off a couple little good combinations and flurries where he got, let his hands go. But other than that, it just wasn't that impressive. I mean, it just wasn't that impressive from Jose. It wasn't at all. I couldn't believe it. He said that shit nervous system related. My wife was worried. I thought so, Cal. I'm telling you, that just didn't look right. And then when he was doing the interview and after, he was holding his head so it seemed like he wouldn't do it. Like, because, at that point, it would have been hard to ignore. And I know for full well that's why he had his hands on his head. So he wouldn't do it in front of the cameras when they was talking to him. That shit was weird, man. It was weird as hell. I think Ramirez and Taylor were fighting for Undisputed a couple years ago. Yeah, he's definitely not that guy no more. Josh Taylor took that up out of him. I don't know what's up. Him getting married, taking time off, no slight to him. He can't get up into that next gear like I want to. Can't get into that gear, that gear he used to get up into. Like, he not relentless. His punch output dropped significantly. He just don't fight enough of the round for me. Like, he was doing way too much posturing. He was getting closing the gap, but he wasn't doing nothing. Then when he'll get there, sometimes he just won't do nothing at all. He'll just keep posturing. And shout out to Arnold Barboza. He fought a perfect fight. That was a very intelligent fight, yo. He really just beat him up, outboxed him, outsmarted him. Didn't have to do much. It's smart. Shout out. That's a good fight, man. I was impressed with the way he performed, with who was in front of him, the way he handled that. He ain't do no running. He just used the ring when he needed to, got out of trouble, just boxed, picked his shots all night, man. He was piecing Ramirez up, man. He was piecing Ramirez up. He was piecing his ass up, man. Ramirez might have been at 1-4. I think so, too. Somebody mentioned that after the fight, and I was about to say that, too. If you look at his body, I know he don't have no overly big muscular frame, but he don't look healthy. I don't know if y'all feel like that. I don't know what he felt like in the ring, but his body don't look healthy to me. His frame, it looked like he's depriving himself. He looked hungry. He looked like an in shape dude that's just hungry as hell. Like I'm not trying to be funny. He looked like he need to go up bad. He don't look healthy, yo. At 140, he looked a little cut, but he just looks small, like he, I don't know, killing himself down there. I don't know what it is, but that had to affect his performance because he wasn't throwing punches at all. Robert Garcia kept trying to motivate him. He wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't throw. He wouldn't throw. Like I don't know what was up with him. That shit was weird, man. That was very weird. Very weird. Very, very weird for me. I don't know what's up with Buddy, man. But if he don't take his ass up to welterweight, I think he cooked. He cooked at 40. I don't think he can get. I don't. He'll never be the fighter that he once was. He'll never be the fighter he once was. Never. Not there. He got to go up. He got to go up. And I hope Robert Garcia see the same shit we seen. I think him and Josh Taylor both did the same thing to each other. They both stayed at a weight class too long where they wasn't supposed to. Both of them. So I think he done up down there. Joe Smith, man, I don't know why these guys won't move up. Me either. 2 cents. I think they just been enjoying those advantages. I think the same advantage that any of these other fighters enjoy when they stay at a weight class too long. I think they know it get tougher. And just be honest, I don't think they scared, but they enjoy those advantages. They keep wanting. They be stuck down there. Like, nah, go up. Your body is telling you he don't look healthy to me. He look small, but in shape. Like, it just don't look like he rehydrating nothing crazy. Don't look like he rehydrating nothing crazy. Your Mexicans ruling boxing, all the money, and their fighters went 5-0, and I got Renee beating Carmel and Mason. Yeah. Oh, you talking about Renee Garon? I think Abdullah just need to slow down. I think he'll be all right. They put themselves, I think in the long run, 2 cents. I think sometimes you go to the well one too many times. Raymond Ford did it, right? With the Nick Ball fight. Joe Cordina did it with the Anthony Kakachi fight, right? I think they get so accustomed to those advantages that they don't know when enough is enough. And sometimes you go in there and you see your performance is lacking. And you just gotta understand that it's time. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor should have been went up. The same thing with Jose Ramirez. I think they cooked that 40. I think they done. Think about the Taylor fight. Which one? You talking about Katie Taylor and Serrano? 2 cents? Katie Taylor and Serrano? Yeah, I thought Serrano beat her this time. I thought the punches landed was clear. I thought she outworked her. She was 5 punches shy, throwing like 900 punches, bro. She worked consistently. There's no way they only got 20 minutes to throw 900 punches. Just divvy that up in your head in 10 rounds. 900 punches. You giving them 895 punches. That's ridiculous. I ain't just saying all work rate. Any other time they always enamored with the volume and the activity, right? They love Williams to pay the volume and activity. Well, Amanda Serrano was throwing and landing, and she outlanded this girl, outworked her. I think she hurt her more, and she still ain't get the nod. Hannibal, what's good, fam? So I definitely thought she won. I thought that the headbutts was foul. I thought they were intentional. I thought the first two, all right, but after a while, I was counting about 5 of them, five headbutts or so, and it looked nasty. I can't believe Katie won that fight. I thought I was on. I'm right with you. Zach B was good with it. Shakur has a tough fight ahead of him. For Shakur, yeah. Look, that's what he want. You working your way to tank. You want to be tested on the way to that dude, because that dude is the real deal. I don't care what nobody else think. That's me personally. I think he is. I don't think you're gonna get all the answers with his resume right now. But I think as those fights that people ask for get made, when they do, I think all the questions that people have about him will get answered. But my thing is, for me, I think I know what I'm saying. Very dangerous, smart, very comfortable in the ring. He relishes the spotlight, and the moment is never too big for him. It's very hard to get that man uncomfortable and keep him that way. I've seen Tank have uncomfortable moments in the ring, but it's after a while, it's like, okay, now what else you got? And it's usually no answer for the what else you got. You get what I'm saying? So he's dangerous as they come. If you're Shakur, you want to be challenged as much as possible on your way to that guy. No one fight is going to prepare you for him as the same for Tank. No one fight prepares for Shakur exactly what he bring, and that's what make that fight must see. So, yeah, man, Zepeda, I think, could be the guy to test him. Throwing all those punches, relentless body attack, pressure fighter, undefeated, don't know how to lose, Mexican, tough guy. But he shows some vulnerabilities and some weaknesses and holes in his game with Tevin Farmer. I think to allow a 35-year-old Tevin Farmer to fight him in his style of fight, you get what I'm saying? That's like he fought you at what you do and made you not look your best doing it. So now you got to worry about getting in there with somebody that's not going to allow you to do what you do best. At least that's what his plan's going to be, and you're going to have to find a way to overcome that, as he is going to have to find a way to overcome you constantly bringing pressure and throwing relentless punches on both sides, top and bottom. Like, he go to work. It's one thing about Williams and Zepeda, bro. And don't rely on him getting tired, because I don't think you're gonna see it. He be on go. He got a second win, a reserve tank, and some more shit. That dude really can throw punches for days. So that's a real challenge. But the thing is, I know Core, he'll approach it that way. Ain't like he gonna overlook it, and that's why I believe in him. I don't think he gonna get ahead of himself, treat him like he ain't good. Nah, he gonna go prepare, because he know that dude dangerous. He knows. So yeah, man, if you Shakur, you want to fight like Williams and Zepeda to fall through, because it's a meaningful name at this point. It's the most meaningful name I think that you can get outside of a Tank for a challenge that doesn't have a title, right? He's one of those guys with the 30+ wins and shit like that, and y'all names have been kind of synced to one another for a little while now. So it makes sense. Get that fight out the way and keep working, man. But your ultimate fight is that Tank fight. And I just can't wait to see both of them get in there. That's it. Frowns and multiple Tank versus grass to happen. Yeah. Hopefully it do, man. Hopefully the business don't fail us, Hannibal. Hopefully the business don't fail us. Because I'm willing to say that right off the bat comfortably. Before you go jump down these dudes' throats, people got to understand that if a fight is not on the table for guys, you can't frame nobody as a duck. This shit just don't make sense. And again, I try to understand it for what it is. Like I said, man, I'm gonna try to get Mickey Bay up here. I want to talk to Mickey Bay, man. He another one that knows about the business of boxing and different things. I want to pick his brain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can start hearing it from people that work with Al Heyman himself, that know him, that matter. You know what I'm saying? Got dealings with him and know how some of this shit go to an extent. I'm not saying he know everything, but he would know better than somebody like me. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to ask his opinion on some of this stuff that goes on in boxing, man. And you'll be surprised, yo. But it's not nobody running around being scared, yo. Yeah, and y'all gotta think, especially if these fights make the money that y'all think they make. You just, and this is for anybody still listening to me, logically, are you scared to make money? Think about that. That's pretty much what you're saying when you telling me that guys are scared of whatever they challenge with any weight class across the board. They scared to go make the best fight available for them. They don't want to make money. I just think that's foolish. And that's why I had showed y'all that clip where Amir Khan was talking about the Canelo fight and how lucrative it is. And he knew what kind of disadvantage he was at. He knew he was a little guy going into that situation. He knew the chances was slim for him in that fight, but he seen that check and was like, bro, hell with that. And y'all, we online talking about, yeah, you don't want to get embarrassed on Twitter. Like, what? What? You think somebody could hear your tweet when they cashing checks for millions? Like, nobody trying to hear that. So always keep that in mind. Before you frame the next fighter, whoever they may be as a duck, ask yourself, are you scared to make money? Are you scared of opportunities? Dudes ain't scared. Now, I'll tell you what, I know the business don't be on board with these fights that we want, and we be arguing about it, blaming the fighters, and we be way off the mark. So shout out to CJ. You already know. You know how I be, man. Shout out to my guy. Rumor has it that Tank versus Roach will be a boxing hacker. Man, you still mad about that Tank and Roach fight, bro? Wow, that he said they fight since they was children, and people out there to say they scared. That's crazy. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense. It just don't make sense. But you'll make it make sense if that's something that you want to push. Somebody's scared to make money because of what somebody gonna say on Twitter. Twitter has no bearing on people when they about to make them millions. You think when somebody about to sign a contract and they going to make that money, like, well, what Twitter gonna say? Like, bro, y'all got telling y'all shit don't matter that much. Lower than money good enough. I always thought one thing I felt like was consistent with Loma real quick is that he never made, I think everybody want money, but he didn't pass me as the guy that was just only in it for that for one reason or another. You know what I mean? Obviously, he ended to make money, but I think he might be making a career decision by not electing to fight Tank. And if he never fight again, I definitely understand that that's what he did. You know what I mean? It's still not ideal coming off the kind of performance he had, but you get me? It's crazy. It's crazy. Tank will not outbox Shakur, so Tank has to knock out Shakur, at least drop Shakur, and not good odds. Yeah, man, I think, Tank gonna do his thing to crack the code, and Shakur got to do his thing to keep him from cracking the code, man. That's just really what it is. And the Ukraine loan was probably, I'm telling you, I think he paid, and I think, I know it might sound crazy, but I just don't feel like, obviously if it's no real money issues for him, like, this dude, he made a career decision, yo. If we don't see Loma fight no more, that's what I think he did. If he come back and he fights somebody and it's a lesser guy and never fight Tank, whether like now, you know what I'm saying, it ain't like a tune-up fight for Tank or something like that, then yeah. And even that would have been a business decision. But if he never fights again, definitely career decision for him. And to be honest, y'all got to be honest. I was saying this before. You heard Loma talking about retirement after the Devin Haney shit, before he got the Tank, before he got there. So you get me? And he was saying, even before we was hearing about it, after he beat Loma, after he beat Kambosos, he was like, yo, I did this for my dad. He really was, so his energy was still sounding like he was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And then the Tank thing come, and we expected him to be like, hell yeah. And he like, hold on, not so fast, y'all. Hold on. I ain't in the mood. Get me? So Tank got cracked the code. The code's Lamont Roach. Hey, Lamont said he coming to win, man. I got an interview. I'm gonna play from him tomorrow. I ain't gonna do it today. It's like an hour long. I'm gonna play it. He was talking and stuff. It's a new interview from him, but he said, "Oh, y'all that's doubting him, y'all crazy." Like he real confident in himself. Lamont believe he could win, bro. And that, as long as he believe it, I could respect it. You just got to go out there and fight. The odds are against him, but so, you know what I mean? The odds will be against a lot of people. Think about how many people Tank fight here be the favorite. Name me somebody right now, undeniably, that Tank got in the ring with a realistic opponent, by the way, that he wouldn't be the favorite against. So I'm only saying that to say, like, let's not act like just because he's the favorite over Lamont, like it's something different with any of these other guys. He would be looked at as the favorite pretty much over everybody else, too. So, I mean, these guys just got to rise to the occasion. I'm a Hall of Famer name, according to their standard anyway. Absolutely, you know it. I'm old Bob. He should take the fight. It's not a bad fight, man. It's not a bad fight. I would say the only way the choice would have stunk if it was the first choice. I'm comfortable knowing that it wasn't. That's all. That's it. That's all, bro. I ain't about to rewind the clock 7 years ago and complain about Loma. He old enough to fight. If Terrence Crawford could still fight, if we talk about Terrence Crawford being in every name in the book, it's crazy how Terrence Crawford need to prove himself at 54. He should chase more legacy, and he put his name in the book in a hat with everybody that's tough at 54, and that's fine because it is, because he's a top guy. But when it's Loma, it's like, nah, he's 36, yo. What? So is Crawford. I don't want to hear that shit. So until hey, y'all, follow the belt. If y'all don't hear the belt went vacant, that means Loma is still attached to Lomachenko. That belt go vacant, then he might be retiring. If not, he might be fighting somebody. So that's what I'll pay attention to. News about that IBF belt going vacant or not. You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen with it? That'll tell you what Loma going to do. More than likely. He said it's at 10 million to 5 underdog. You a fool, man. You got 168 before he get pick to lose. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, you get me, bro. So that's all I'm saying. Like, it ain't, look, the odds gonna be stacked against everybody to go up in there with the man. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Not just Lamont Roach, all these dudes, Zepedas, De Los Santos, you name it. None of these dudes will be no favorite over. And that is the crazy shit. That's the crazy part to me. That's the crazy part. And I ain't saying the favorite just means everything, but that is so consistent that you can't ignore it. You can't just say like he just woke up and everybody like him so much, he'll just be the favorite. It's a reason for that. That's all. I'm just giving the man his flowers because people don't like to do it. I don't got no issue with him, man. I can't control these dudes fight. I can control where I spend my money. If I don't like who they fight, I ain't got to buy it. Simple. I could ignore it. I could go hate. Well, I ain't going to hate watch it because I ain't no hater, but I go somewhere and watch it like y'all do. Dev Horn and Ricky Burns weren't champions. They definitely was. And he just had to do what he had to do. Shit, that same Jeff Horn got a win over Manny Pacquiao. Whether or not you thought he won, he did. Get me? Rob, what's good with it, my guy? How you feeling, bro? So, man, you just got to chill out, man. Just don't stress, man. Don't stress, man. But we seen good fights, man. You seen good fights Saturday as well, man. Don't mess with Texas, my guy. Chris Billum Smith and Zordo Ramirez was a good fight. Very entertaining fight. Very entertaining scrap, man. Zordo was impressive, man. He was taking some shots in there, man. Chris Billum Smith got beat all up, suffered injuries, man. He got broken right thumb, fractured left hand, stitches inside and outside of his eye, damaged ribs. Whew. Yeah, he was getting beat up, man. Him and Zordo went to war in there. He let Big Turk pick tank opponent is gonna be 50-50. He want to see a scrabble. Absolutely, he gonna find one. Big Turk gonna find one. So that's the thing. They don't think he got 50-50 fights though. Behind the hands, they don't think he got none. I just at this point, bro, I don't even, the hell with it. We just know what fights make sense to see. So whether or not they be 50-50 when they actually get in there, but I still don't think I don't feel like it's enough skill gap for it to be less than that with Shakur. That's just I just refuse to see it any other way. If he showed me that it ain't 50-50, then he just showed me how good he is. So to that's what I believe that is a 50-50 fight. It's not because it's not a fight that you can guarantee that somebody gonna win. No matter how strongly you feel about it, it still can go the other way. So, and the fact the longer it take to make is the more likely is more telling than anything else. That shit was so easy to make. If he was so easy to beat, man, it'd be you wouldn't have people just avoiding getting in the ring. That's just what I know. That's just a logical way to think. That's common sense. If that guy was so easy to beat, you wouldn't be hearing people make excuses about being born, running, all this shit. Because remember, you're supposed to be better than them. So if you better than him and he's born and you not, and you should be able to beat him. So when I hear people make all these weird ass excuses why they shouldn't fight him, that tells me everything I need to know. He got a really good chance. If he's having his way, you could look very bad in there. And then Tank is the same way. He having his way, that could be a badass night for you. That's why the fight is intriguing. And it's like that with anybody they get in there with, for me. That's what I'm saying, Big Supreme. They know he the guy. He is the guy for them. Tank versus Keyshawn had better odds for Tank versus Roach. That's because Keyshawn hot. His name hot right now. That Olympic pedigree is real, and people believe in him. You know what I'm saying? He actually at 35. He push a fight back 4 months for venue issue. I think they might have a number of issues. I don't know if it's just that. I mean, there's certain stuff I don't be wanting to speak on, but I'll just say this. That I wouldn't worry about the fight being pushed back at all if I was y'all. I wouldn't worry about it. Whatever issues they ran into, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it sorted out. But I just don't think it's what people saying it is. You know, I don't see it. Me too, Mike. Me too. Me too. Until then, I believe that's what it is. You know, because that's some real talent, man. That's a real fight. That's a real fight. They don't give it. Boxing can't, fellas. As long as I get that fight before he leave 35, I'm cool. 35 dollars and Hearn not a good measure stick for fighting Tank shit, and neither is Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia, Hector Garcia, and whoever else you want to name is a measuring stick for Shakur. See, people stuck on power and what they assume Shakur is going to do in the fight, because that's the only thing. If you take that out of the equation, we'd be having a much different conversation. People feel like that disparity is so great that there's no way that he can do anything with him. It's like I just think, you know, if it was that easy, man, they would have done it already. So neither one of them, there's no good measuring stick, because there's nobody that duplicates what Tank do at 35, nor Shakur. Whether you like what he does or not, nobody else can do it. Houston, the Rockets play there every other night. It's no problem with the venue. It's something else. Shout out to my guy. Yeah, it got to be something. Which I hate to speculate. I can't tell you, you know. Tank has fought less power punchers on Shakur fight a live puncher. He fought several punchers, bro. Says he fought several punchers. If you're looking for him to fight, like, what's considered a puncher? Like Tank, just Tank. He fought several punchers. People just don't give credit to what a puncher is. You know what I mean? I don't know how y'all determine who punchers are. You know what I mean? If you talk about somebody get a lot of knockouts, right? He fought a few of those guys. Just go look at the record. Just go look at them. You know what I mean? And I think we just putting too much. I don't know. I'm gonna have to be shown. I think we putting way too much emphasis on punching power. I think so, man. I just feel like at that level, it's gonna be so much more that's gonna win that fight. And Tank says it all the time, bro. It ain't just his power. Accuracy, it's a lot, man. Accurate, man. Timing, punch placement. It's just a lot. It ain't just power. I don't know. I think we just put too much emphasis on it. AJ, what's good with it? Tank, shout out to my guys, man. Tank ain't losing. Don't worry about that, champ. The hit list doesn't lose until they meet, fam. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't really see it. Joette, Conceição out here, Yoshino, not punchers. You name it. I don't know. I don't know what you looking to do, man. I don't know, man. I just don't like these arguments. Like, what's the point? That's like, has Tank fought any boxers like Shakur? We keep talking about punchers. Okay, that's one side of it. Has he fought any boxers like Shakur? We can have that conversation back and forth, man. A puncher is a puncher, bro. 8-ounce gloves, they all can punch, man. They all can punch. 8-ounce gloves, they all can punch, you know? It's not about punching, man. It's not just about punching. He fought punchers. People just don't like the performances, so they complain about it and ignore it. But you just named everybody that is not a puncher in your estimation. You ain't go to nobody that actually is. So you gotta go to people that actually do got knockouts and do punch. Fought a few of them, man. Fought a few of them, bro. And I don't know, man. If a guy is 16-0 with 12 knockouts, I don't know what's considered to be a puncher. 16-0, 12 knockouts. What's considered not to be a puncher about that? Like, again, at that point, what are you going off? What makes him a non-puncher? The dude knocked out Nakatila faster than Loma did. He's not a puncher because he wasn't able to hurt Shakur or beat him up. That makes him he not on the same level. That's all. Somebody 16 fights, they got 12 knockouts. They doing something. They got some kind of punching power. But again, man, it's gonna be that fight. It's gonna be more than power that win that fight. That's all I'm saying. Too much emphasis in that shit. And again, they almost downplay the fighter because you don't speak about nothing else because nobody can say with the confidence where the other advantage is at. That's the most clear one. Some people hang their hat there and they focus and they make the whole fight out to be about how hard he punched versus the other guy. We done seen too many fights play out differently, man. Punchers don't, you ain't just no punch. That dude can fight too. I don't think it's a double standard. I mean, because people only see it one way. Like they'll tell you all the things that Shakur can't do or he's gonna lose, but they won't come up with one thing that Tank can do or he gonna lose. It's always a jaded argument. It's not. It don't even be worth the discussion at this point. It's better off we just see the fight. Because I know a lot of people that told me a lot of fights was gonna play out one way and it didn't. So we just gotta see him. That's all. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff is possibilities, but I don't think it's no real doubt. Not for me. I don't set no double standards for none of these dudes, so I can't speak for nobody else. Nah, he could too rich. If you really paying attention, you know. If you paying attention, you know. Nah, it is definitely not. It's definitely jaded. Maybe you not you, Big Supreme, but these conversations these talking points get redundant. Like, you notice they don't, it's just one way. They act like Shakur is not even worth a challenge. Like they keep telling you what he can't do and how he can't do this and he can't do it like this. He got to bring this to the table. We'll never hear it on the other side. This shit might as well be a one-sided fight. Because I don't never hear nobody tell me what Tank got to do or he can't do or he gonna lose. I ain't heard nobody say that. They'll examine Shakur resume top to bottom, but they can't tell you one Shakur Stevenson on Tank resume neither. You can't. You say you just want to argue about it's all love because Big Supreme is my guy. So this is like a family argument. I consider Big Supreme a fan. The dudes can tell you shit on oh yeah. You know that don't exist over here though, Big Supreme. He gonna always get his just due over here because he deserve it, bro. He deserve it. But you just gotta see it, you know? You just gotta see the fight, bro. Buster Douglas was supposed to lose. After that, we should know anyone could lose. Yeah, he was. Buster Douglas was supposed to lose. Shit. According to the odds, Daniel Dubois was supposed to lose. You get me? And shit all the time. Shit happens all the time. You just want to see it, bro. But I challenge people to that. I challenge people still to this day after all these arguments with the back and forth. I still ain't heard of Tank Davis flaw yet. I ain't hear one flaw from him. I just hear all the stuff Shakur can't do. He can't do this. I ain't see him do this yet. He ain't do it like this. I'll be like, what the hell? What fight you out? But oh, shout out to my guy, Big Supreme. Oh yeah, I bet, man. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. That fight gotta happen. They gotta give us that one, man. But Zordo fought a good fight, y'all, man. I like Zordo fight, man. He look solid, man. Look solid. But I don't think he the best cruiserweight. I think him and Jao Opetaia need to fight for sure. I really do. I really do. Man, this was a good night of boxing, man. This is a solid card from Golden Boy, man. Oscar Duarte fought too. He put on a good, solid performance. That's how they be. 2 cents, they be going crazy. All I ever says, I think it's always going to be a fight that they both need, and it's going to challenge them both. I think it's a good fight. People say, nah, it's not. It's not even 50-50. It's just going to be easy. So you got people that say, like, if you're a person that thinks Frank Martin was easy for Tank, then we obviously look at fights different. Because I got some people that say like that was an easy fight for him. I heard, I don't know if the coaches or trainer said, I think one of the coaches said, I think Coach Kenny said that fight was easy for him. So that's my thing. Then people's interpretation of what's easy to him and to me is different. Like you can't tell me a person that could win 3 or 4 rounds straight is easy. Like that don't compute right. You get him? That's almost not even acknowledging that he challenged you in any way. So I don't know. People like people say he like to get hit. You got people that still think he like to get hit. It's a lot with the fans. So I don't know. T.O. ain't he should prove himself. Nah, man. He only got to do that, bro. He gonna always have the more responsibility, Big Supreme, because he the cash cow, bro. That's all. When they call him the face of boxing, it's heavy as the head, wear the crown. They all got to fight though, not just him. You know what I mean? Nah, some of them don't like him because I don't know what it be, man. Some dudes just don't like boxing like that. Even Kenny, he ain't throw no punch. Yeah, didn't do nothing but walk him down though. Yeah, but I don't think it was easy though. You know, I don't think it was easy. I don't think anytime you don't acknowledge the success of a guy and you just downplay, oh yeah, that was easy. Like I can't. That's tough. That's like you're not even acknowledging that somebody gave you a challenge. It turns up. Yeah, man. For sure. He is mean. Shit, he ain't get me. He is mean. Anybody call for Teal versus Shakur? I have. I mean, I talked about it. I got lives talking about Shakur and I got lives talking about Shakur and what's his name? Shakur and Jermaine Ortiz. And Teofimo said he won't fight him, Big Supreme. So people ain't gonna call for that. They mentioned it. You know, Cam and them was saying they want to see him fight him. He said he don't want to be the first one to give him a loss. So I don't think people gonna call for it because he had 142 and he's saying stuff like that. So I don't think it's no, I don't see nobody calling for it. Shout out to my bro. Hey man, for the 5-piece, adding to the goal. Much love, bro.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy. Yeah, top guys fighting top guy. I think the standard need to be the same for anybody that's a top guy. If you call yourself a top fighter, you gotta fight top fighters. That's the standard. If you're a champion, fight other champions. Or guys that's right under that, in that contender space. What? Let me see. Shout out to Tank. Keep doing what you doing. They gonna keep hating. Just keep winning. I hope Shakur and Zepeda fight next. That's the fight to make. I mean, like I said, they've been flirting with it long enough. Hopefully they deliver, man. Sport of boxing should deliver as that fight, right? CBS. It's tough. Hold on, y'all. Let me do something. Oh, shit. And one more thing I wanted to bring up before we depart ass whooping February 1st. Shout out to my guy Flossie. Yeah, I know you can't wait for that. This is something I've seen too, y'all. Real quick. So I noticed we seeing this after, Boots' most recent performance against Karen. Now I'm seeing that Eddie Hearn is revealing that Vergil, Ortiz, and Boots is in negotiations. I said it, Boots, 154 bound, bro. You might as well go on up there and be great. Don't think them other champions going to get in there. After seeing what Abel Ramos just did to Mario Barrios, respecting him and his team, I don't think they're going to be looking in Boots' direction next. Maybe you look to make the fight with Brian Norman and them. Who knows? But with this even being a possibility, that man needs to just go be great, yo. Just go be great. We just want to argue, Josh. Tank the best ever. You know how I be. I gave him as much credit as I could without being super fanned out, right? I gave him all the credit, but they be, man, I'd be like, yo, it's a good fight, boy. They get mad. And they be like, what is it that he can do to win? How does he beat him? They be like, bro, they be on my
And we
back.
never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to 2 cents. But I don't think you could find another content creator that should support Shakur like I do, that still give Tank all his flowers without no hate and not taking credit from him. I'm gonna say this again. as a supporter of Shakur Stevenson, I don't think you can find another one that will give Tank his flowers and credit without taking from him. It ain't no buts. You don't never hear me saying he don't fight nobody. He a prospect, 30-year-old prospect. He ain't never unified. You don't hear me making none of them weak arguments, like, you know, just knocking them. Not saying nobody say that, but I don't think you can find another person that support a guy that is looked to be one of his toughest challenges and still get that man his just due. You'll never probably find another one. Because I really rock with the dude. It ain't fake. Like, I don't know him personally, but as a fighter, like watching boxing, I'm entertained by it. So that shit fun to watch. So, but I don't think you'll find another one. Nah, it ain't black. Nah, Devin Haney ain't blackball. He worked with the most promoters, didn't he? I better start giving that little 5'5" guy his credit for your favorite fighter be the next knockout victim. Then you be don't wait till your favorite fighter get knocked out to give him his credit to realize he good. That's all I'm saying. I don't need him to knock my guy out to know he nice. I just want to see the fight. Shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland back in the super chat for being recorded but still giving Tank his just to see. You feel me? That's real. Got to. I just be mad. You know, last week somebody called me a hater. I was like, damn, you can't even name nothing bad. I don't talk crazy about no fighters though. Not just him, no fighters, man. All these dudes deserve their credit, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Mike Kirk. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the Queen Ice shit. I take Ennis to Saudi. Yeah, shout out to Tank. Keep winning, bro. I ain't mad at what you doing. I think I get it more than the average hater. All that stuff don't be up to him. So just keep focusing on what you can focus on. That's the fight, that's training, and that's being a winner. That's what you're supposed to worry about. Okay, Ennis to Saudi, building his name in the U.S. Because Eddie all over the place, and I think this was part of his plan. Because you're a real one, just no need to hate. You know it. No, I think it's weird when they hate on him. Any boxer, I think hating on any boxer is weird. I don't get it. I never will understand it. I don't like you. I don't watch you. Fights don't happen. Yeah. Nah, Big Supreme, you already know, bro. You know. It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if there's some money in it. Like, for the fighter, they ain't turning that shit down. Dudes ain't got time to be picking and choosing. You don't know when you're going to get them type of opportunities. You can't just be like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to fight. Yes, you do. But yeah, man, I like this for Boots, this fight. I like 54 for him. I feel like he's giving everything to 47, and the only thing is giving him back is a title that people don't even want to fight him for. I get it. People say if he's not paying for the fights at 47, is he going to pay for the fights at 54? I just feel like he got more of an opportunity to mix it up because of these guys should be willing to get in there with him. And that's going to have to put pressure on Eddie Hearn because you can't bring him up to 54 just not to get him no smoke. You can't do that to him. You get what I'm saying? It don't make sense. You can't bring him up there. And I think that's where the smoke is at. Just the fact that his name could be mentioned with Vergil Ortiz again is great for boxing. We need fights like this. We keep saying Boots need to prove itself. I think we all feel like for the most part, especially after seeing Mario Barrios, he definitely not beating Boots. I know a lot of y'all favor him over Brian Norman and Stan Jonas as well. Now, unless he can get any of them guys in the ring, there's absolutely no reason for him to spend time down there. He need to start entertaining fights like this because I think he's talented enough to go up here and beat him. I do. Vergil Ortiz ain't nothing to play with. Tough guy, but Boots, you need to go up here and really do what you do. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, my guy, back in the super chat. Said there's some for real Shakur haters. You know, Zepeda just had a fight. You can see he look like Ish, but Zepeda still smokes Shakur. That's super hating.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Big Dog Willie, man. Appreciate everybody in the super chat today. Cash App as well. Much love to y'all. But look, I'll say this. I think I've listened to people give their assessments on him for years, Big Dog, and it's crazy as a fan. Up until recently, I can't listen to people talk. I don't even want to hear most people assessments on him, and why I say that because it always come with too much emotion attached to it, to the point where they don't give credit for the right shit. Like when I be asking questions like, who could you name at his age with the fights, the accolades, and all that, doing it like they don't really have answers. They always start talking about how they felt when he tweeted this or when he did this. They felt like that. It's always emotional. Like when that young dude be pissing these people off, yo. And it's funny listening to it now, but like I said, up until recently, I don't really care to hear people's opinion on them no more. I don't even listen because it's always just weird. It's weird. You still saying all he do is run and stuff. I don't even care to, stuff like that. Brush it off. I think all these dudes get a fair amount of hate though. But his come is like, but they ain't like Bud Crawford. They don't like him. They don't like Keyshawn. I don't think it's no coincidence. You know what I mean? I just think people weird. Boots stops Ortiz. I want Boots to get a shine. Me too, man. I think Boots could do some damage. I think he can be stronger up there, Mike. I think he'll be stronger. More fill out, especially when he acclimate. I mean, I think he'd be better off. I think he might be on borrowed time down there at 47. And like I said, I don't want to repeat myself too many times, but it's championship or nothing. If they ain't talking about nothing, getting unification, Boots, go get that smoke up there at 54. Go make him make a Vergil Ortiz fight. He can't get you a meaningful fight, then you might need to resign somebody else. Y'all crazy. And shout out to Boots, man. Go get that bag, man. Go to 54 and get what's waiting for you, man. Shakur and Zepeda, hopefully that's next. They saying it is. Hopefully they deliver. But that's all I got. That's my time for today, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up. I rocked out with your boy. Another dope build in the books. Much love to everybody. Hit the like button. That rocked out. I'm gonna hit the super chat. Kai Fat. Much love to all y'all. Amanda Serrano. I'm supporting her, whatever she do. Her eye bogus. Get your eye stitched up and healed. I think she won that fight. But trilogy is unnecessary unless you're gonna knock her out. She can't get a decision against Katie Taylor. That's apparent. No matter how good she fight, unless it's a complete wash, and it'll never be that because they styles mesh. It's gonna always be close and competitive. She won't get the nod. She couldn't get it in NYC. She didn't get it this past Saturday. She'll never get it. She'll have to sleep Katie Taylor. That's the only way she can beat her. So I don't care for a rematch. Shout out to the Queen, Aisha, my guy, all things, Thomas Hill, Booger. You already know. And shout out to Tevin Farmer, man. Hold your head. 2 tough losses back to back. I'll watch you any day of the week, dude. Any day of the week. Shout out to Williams and Pater. He got the dub. And hopefully him and his team set that up and him and Shakur getting in there so they could stop mentioning his name after every fight just to go in another direction. We tired of that. So I think Williams and Pater got way more fights, way too many fights. He should want to prove it. Get your ass in the ring. Yeah. Nah, me too. Because you're trying to do it's anything by all means, Mike Kirkland. I understand it. I really do. And it's like if guy ain't gonna warn you for something, you getting away with it to your advantage. You get me? I know. It's because you hear it all the time. Fighters say, yo, I'm going to win by any means necessary. And I know some of them really mean that. So sometimes when you see it, you'll call it out. You don't agree with it, but I understand it. I'm right with you. You know what I mean? Especially if a fight is tough and somebody on your ass, you got to do something. Shout out to Cal Cool. That's my guy. AJ, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate all y'all rocking with your boy. You already know. And shout out to Cal Tate, my guy. Yeah, Williams and Petty. We all know. I know one thing. He fights Shakur. I'm pretty sure to be some testing for that. Shakur, keep healing that hand. Keep doing your thing. I see what you and Bud doing. I see what y'all working on. Please, my only advice to him is trust yourself and all that hard work you put in. I think the more he trusts in himself, you'll see the best possible version of him in the ring. I think it's just all a matter of comfortability and trusting himself. You know what I'm saying? Simple. And you're going to see the best version. So, and I also believe you got to step the level of competition up as well. I do feel like that's the case. You know what I mean? See the biggest challenges of his career, he shined. And I think it'd be no different now. So put him in there with a talent that could come close to matching him or testing him the right way. And you'll see it. You'll see what you need to see from him, or you won't. And then you'll be able to assess him from there. But I think he's a young, special talent. And I really don't see too many of these guys being able to do nothing with him and actually outthink him from a 12-round fight. So we'll see. Trilogy would be lucrative for Tevin Serrano. Yeah, but everything, everything ain't about the money, though. You know what I'm saying? What good is it if you can't win? Now, I'm saying that because Serrano, I ain't saying they money ain't good. Look, yeah, it'd be lucrative, but the reason I don't want to see it is because I don't think she's gonna get a win. So they want to do it, I'll support it. But the reason I say I don't want to see it because I don't think she's gonna get the fair shake. I don't think she's gonna get the nod. It's gonna always be close, competitive, and it's gonna always go in Katie Taylor favor. If I can't throw if I can throw 5 punches shy of 900 punches in 10 rounds in 20 minutes, and I still don't beat you, and I outwork you, outland you, pressure you, hurt you more, and I still don't win, I can't get you. I gotta knock you out. Get me. Shout out to MuckTube University. Shout out to you. Make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel. Make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on for the 40 people that's still here. If y'all notifications ain't on, make sure y'all turn them on so we could rock out every day at 4 p.m. Well, shout out to Katie. She did her thing. She fought dirty, but I like Mike Kirkland said, I get it. It was tough for her in there. Amanda Serrano was pouring it on early. She had to do what she had to do. But women's boxing did their thing. Big shout out to Patterson, New Jersey. Shadasia Green, you did it. Got you a WBO title. But it ain't over. Unifications now. Coming for them straps, man. So I'm happy for her. Shout out to her. We had a great night of boxing, man. Mike Tyson still the GOAT. And Jake Paul will never be the face of boxing, respectfully. Mark West, my guy. Appreciate you, bro. But again, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this Monday. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow at 4 p.m., man. Much love to the family. We out. Peace.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
On what's going on. And one of my favorite channels. If y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am